Well, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Flight Data Sim live stream today. It's the 8th of September 2020, coming in from the United Kingdom, 5 minutes past 6 here in the evening. Welcome to another Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream. My goodness, it's been a while since we've done a public live stream, over a week or so. I am incredibly busy. Oh, I'm very fortunate to say I've been working quite a bit. No standbys last week. It's my last day off today. I've got another block of days without any standbys, and I could just about squeeze in one live stream. I had a members only stream this weekend, which is why none of you guys could see anything here. But yes, here we are in Gibraltar, staring at the rock, and lo and behold, look what I've managed to do. I've attached my Xbox controller to the drone camera. It is absolutely awesome now. It gives me another perspective when streaming. You can see a lot of things, and for the first ever time today, guys, we're going to be trying out Vatsim as well on Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now, I've done all the radio checks and things like that privately, but this is the first time I've actually completed a flight, so we're actually going to start off in the Cessna Caravan here in Gibraltar. Flight is around just under 2 hours or so, and we're going to be going to Lisbon. The reason I chose this sector today is because every Tuesday on Vatsim, the entire Lisboa FIR has ATC, so we can guarantee some ATC. At the moment in Gibraltar, though, it looks like that we don't have any air traffic control. Anthony Teal, no more stapler. No, I've got my Xbox controller, I'm afraid. So, oh look, it looks like we've got a very large aircraft here. So you must bear with Vatsim's CSL models at the moment. They don't seem to have any here, so basically to get Vatsim to work you have to just log in the network, and it seems that someone in a very large aircraft is spawned here, but no doubt he's probably in something like a I've no idea what it could be, but he's definitely not in that aircraft for sure. I think that's a TPM, someone else on Vatsim, but yeah, hopefully hopefully he'll spawn in something else, because here we are in our Cessna Caravan. It looks like as well for Vatsim, for other traffic, they have all the audio as well, which is why you can hear the jets there. But yeah, we are pretty blocked in, you're right. So yeah, it's using one of the Vatsim's or Microsoft Flight Simulator's models to replicate another aircraft as well, but no doubt he's probably not on an Airbus A300. Oh, he's actually disappeared. There you are. So to get it to work on Vatsim, I've essentially turned all traffic off. I've got Microsoft Flight Simulator traffic off, AI traffic off, so all the other aircraft, I think these two are kind of static models, but I think this guy here is actually another aircraft on Vatsim in a TBM, which is why he appears as a TBM there. So yes, anyway, here we are in the Cessna Caravan. The reason I chose this aircraft was because it's sort of the best sort of instrument trainer we have. Oh yeah, Luke's just joined in the Cessna Caravan, much better. It's the kind of best aircraft which allows me to demonstrate IFR flying. The large commercial aircraft are just not up to the kind of realism, and Vatsim, you know, it's not like Microsoft Flight Simulator multiplayer where you can just have a bit of fun, mess around. We need to take this a little bit more seriously. And the default aircraft, you can't really fly that accurately. For me anyway, you can't seem to fly arrivals accurately. And this thing, you sort of can. It seems to be reasonably well modelled as well. Anyway, let's jump on into the cockpit, where it'll be considerably quieter. Let's just try and work out where the camera is. Ah, a little bit of peace there. Excellent. So, let's turn the music off in the background here as well, so I can talk about the flight in a bit more detail. So here we are. Let's bring up the Navigraph chart. So we're all filed, ready to go. We have logged on the Vatsim network too. So here we are in Gibraltar. Here's the whole of Spain and Portugal. Gibraltar, obviously, a little UK colony here. Now, I had some requests to fly a little bit further south into Africa, but I am flying tomorrow. I am on a later start, but I've got a lot on. I just only have time for about a 2-hour stream, or 2.5-hour stream this evening. Gibraltar, there's no SID here, so we're going to take off from runway 09. I think the wind's coming in from the east. We'll make a right turn after departure. Actually, maybe a left turn, because I don't want to hit the rock. And we're going to go straight away to this VOR here. This VOR is called the Villa de la Frontiera VOR. Hold on, because I said I'd turn the music off. There we go. Once we go there, this is where it gets quite interesting, okay, because we're going to fly pretty much through every single danger area that exists. This would be probably not approved in real life. You can see I was having a look afterwards. Danger area from ground to basically outer space. You can't fly through this area. Essentially, otherwise, the routing would take us in the complete wrong direction via Seville and then a sharp left turn. So hopefully, we'll just take a direct routing here, westbound towards Faro. Going to go straight over the head of Faro. We're then going to join the Alpha 5 airway. We're going to cruise at flight level 120 today to Odemi, and then we're going to go to Troya, which is the beginning of the arrival for runway 21. Now, this could be quite interesting on Vatsim. Lisbon it's a large commercial airport. They'll only take sort of kind of biz jets, commercial aircraft as well. It'll be quite interesting to see how they deal with us. Will they keep us on the arrival? Probably not, because we're going to be going much slower than anyone else that would be on here. So hopefully we might get some sort of downwind vectors for runway 21. We'll see when we get later. But it's for those of you who are perhaps new to Microsoft Flight Simulator and want to see how Vatsim works and stuff. Regarding the setup and everything, I might do another video in that, but I've just essentially jumped straight into the sim, so we can just get on with it and show you how to use the network. I'm using the V-Pilot client as well, which is very similar to the X-Pilot client. Cool, right, let's get things up and running up here. So we've got this little basic checklist to get everything running here. So fuel selectors both on up here. I cannot wait to get a more detailed aircraft, certainly a 737, so we can bang through the checklist properly as well. But I'm going to do every single briefing as I would on a normal instrument flight anyway there. Tony Evans, lacking the current Leventer conditions, but you'll have a great 09 departure and westbound in the straight. It will look good, Tony, but thankfully none of the local wind effects today. I hope not, because it can be very turbulent here. Cool, power levels idle, max RPM for the prop. Starting engines then, so battery switches on. I'll double check if there's any ATC just prior to taxiing, see if we can get some sort of clearance, but it'll be some sort of omnidirectional departure out of Gibraltar. We'll pop the beacon light on and the nav light. So there's the nav light, the beacon light, fuel boost. Actually, avionics nav switch on for the number 1. Fuel boost pump can be turned on at this stage as well. There we go, and then engine to start. There she goes. Scott Morgan, I've discovered a cheaper version of head tracking. It's an app for your phone called Smooth Track. I've heard about it. Some of the members were telling me about it as well, which would be quite useful. But now I have my Xbox controller. I can actually use that to pan around, which is pretty cool. So, especially with the other one. So there's all sorts of different ways of doing things here. So, sounds like everything has started as normal. Excellent, so there it goes. Turbine temperature's increasing, RPM, torque as well. Fuel condition lever should be in low idle, but it's fully rich now. 4 takeoff checks, that's it. Wonderful. So, engines have started. I'm going to tune up here some Unicom as well. There's no ATC unfortunately in Gibraltar, and it looks like the FIR boundary isn't quite active yet, but they should be coming online very soon. Perfect. So I've reset the pressure here. Let's get the latest weather. No no ATIS available, so just having a look at the latest weather in Gibraltar. Right now, the wind is coming in from the east, I believe. It is 090 at 10 knots, so runway 09 for departure. A few clouds around 23 degrees Celsius, QNH is 1019. Unfortunately, I still cannot set. I only can set inches of mercury, not. What's the word? Oh my god, hectopascals, that's the word I'm looking for. Sounded like the jet appeared, but yeah, these two aircraft are definitely on that, so I just had a look at the Vatsim map here. Right, so runway, let's have a look at the charts again. So runway's here, runway 09. We'll select the airport this way round. There we go. So just to show you where we are, we're parked on the northern apron here. You can enable moving maps. Could not connect to simulator apparently. Wonderful. Why is that not working? Symlink. Symlink's definitely active. Well, we're just here on the northern apron. We're going to taxi out via Alpha, backtrack for runway 09. This is what I wanted, the QDM for the runway, which is at 089. So we'll set that now. Where is the heading bug on here? There it is. So runway heading 089, and we're going to tune up the VOR, which is our first en route VOR. Even though we're going to use GPS primarily today, so we're going to head off westbound, and we're going to head off towards this VOR here, which is the, excuse my Spanish, Vía de la Frontera VOR, which is on frequency 117.8. Made a butchers of that. So nav here. I've just realised something. Amazing. So my new shortcut, which I now have assigned, it also brings up the navlog in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Fantastic. 117.8 was the frequency. Sorry, 117.8. So I'll make that active. Tune. It's already identified at Victor Juliet Foxtrot. Should we take off on runway 27, Captain Monster? No, runway 09. Wind 090 at 10 knots today. If you push this down, it aligns the CDI to your current radial, so that's pretty good. But you can see here we have the GPS database all loaded anyway for this entire sector. That's the beauty now. You can sync your flight plan or save your flight plan from SimBrief as a Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 flight plan, and then you can load it into the sim. Annoyingly though, it seems to have a completely different routing. Why is it going via Seville for? My goodness, that's an older OFP I use. It isn't actually the one I want, so we might have to adjust this en route, which will be very exciting. How interesting. That's the default one I use for SimBrief, but as you probably saw, it's not the one we have today. Our routing, if you look here on the Navigraph charts, the flight plan I have in the FMC is going here via this point and then via Santa up this direction, so we'll have to probably get some sort of rerouting en route or update the GPS en route. That's really annoying. Is there a way of loading a flight plan in the sim? Now I know certainly here, if I press here, I swear there was an option to load a saved flight plan. Flight plan, I don't know. There might be someone that can do something here, but it doesn't matter. What we can do, we can actually ignore the GPS routing and navigate conventionally anyway. So that's it. We're going to cruise straight up to our flight level, which is 120 today. The chart plug is Navigraph. This aircraft is unpressurized, but they have the ability to have oxygen, so you probably need to be on some sort of oxygen as you're above 10,000 feet. But essentially, we're all good to go. I'm just going to tune up Unicom here, 122.8. Which is the frequency you use on Vatsim when there's no ATC. I'm just going to make sure the volume's turned up in the client. It is perfect, and just double check to make sure that there's no ATC. There isn't. It's just us and a few other bits of traffic. Our call sign says Alpaca 208, which is because we're in the Cessna 208. So very much
traffic. Alpaca 17 is also of runway 27.
There you are. So someone's taking off from runway 27, and we'll make a call on Unicom to taxi out to runway 09. So we'll turn off a taxi light. And Alpaca 208 taxi holding point runway 09. So let's release the parking brake. There we go. And then we'll taxi out. Now, annoyingly, what I had assigned as my parking brake.
Bravo, Tango, holding point Alpha, and trim backtrack from runway 09.
Someone's backtracking there. So what happened was my old parking brake assigned key is now what I use for Vatsim as my push to talk button. So
Double traffic, Alpaca 117 is changing the departure runway from runway 27 to runway 09.
So someone's changing his departure runway. Oh, excuse me, you have to go really slow in the Caravan to make sure you can take off here. So there's traffic takeoff. Remember, this is traffic on Vatsim, not Microsoft Flight Simulator multiplayer. So this is traffic on the Vatsim network. Yeah, this is taking a little bit more seriously. So it'd be quite interesting to see on the Vatsim map what aircraft that's actually meant to be. Off, but when we get some decent model matching, it'll be much better. Unfortunately, they can only use the default kind of AI or the default aircraft in the sim, unfortunately. So that's why that's probably something, I don't know what it is, but it's definitely not going to be an Airbus. I think that's meant to be an A300 there. So just look outside. It's hold point Alpha. That's probably got a slightly different, might be in a different simulator here, so he's actually holding somewhere else. But we'll just hold here for a second to see what the situation is with traffic, see if there's anyone on final. When east of Gibraltar, turn right heading 180. Is that my ATC now? Give spotted. But yeah, let's have a look outside. So it looks like there's no one on the left or on the right. Looks like he's potentially holding for us here. So we'll tell Gibraltar traffic we're entering backtrack runway 09er. Gibraltar traffic, Alpaca 208 entering to backtrack runway 09 for a departure to the west. Watch out for monkeys on the runway.
Bravo Tango on runway 09.
Who's on runway 09? So someone just said he's on runway 09. Ah, okay. So you can see someone's just lined up to wait. So that's why you got to be careful. That's why that's him. I'll just let him hold position. Alpaca 208 holding position. So
Thank you, taking off 09 the Foxtrot Bravo Tango.
So it's there you go. I didn't look hard enough. You see, so it was actually traffic departing runway 09, which is why it's important to have air traffic control here. So there we go. It's about to take off. Watch out for monkeys. What yoke do you use? I actually use a joystick, boss. Shock horror. The Airbus Thrustmaster joystick. If you're interested in my specs, below, you can see the video description below. So what's this guy going to do? What I really like is we have all the audio, I think. Or not. Right, we're now backtrack. Now back at 298, now backtracking runway 09. So yeah, when we get closer to Portugal, we'll be able to demonstrate what Vatsim's all about. Perfect, so we're going to take a notch of flaps for departure. I think it's flaps 20. Of course, look, there's someone now just about to land. I mean, where's the RT, guys? Oh, jeez. I just saw someone take off, and now someone just basically... I had a runway incursion, essentially, but I don't know.
That was a close call.
Unbelievable. So, interesting. Someone who decided to only use the radio last second to say it was a close call. Or maybe it wasn't him, but someone noticed it. But very interesting, and you shouldn't be getting this sort of stuff on Vatsim. Right, let's do a little bit of a before takeoff checklist. So, flaps for departure we have set for takeoff. Trim set for takeoff as well. The departure briefing, so we're going to take off from the east. We're going to climb straight ahead, I'd say to around 1,000 feet, and then we'll make a left turn downwind, and then we'll intercept the VOR direct here. Remember, we're not going to use this GPS routing today. It's because it's based off an original flight plan, which I didn't want there. Obviously, an ATP doesn't really apply to an aircraft like this. Any problems, we'll climb straight ahead, maintain VMC, and then probably come straight back into Gibraltar. Cool, so entering the runway, we should put these on, strobe lights on as well. And yeah, I don't have a detailed checklist, I'm afraid, for the Caravan, so there'll be some sort of power check you need to complete to make sure everything's within limits, but we'll just blast straight off and hope for the best. Try not to go over the edge. It's creaking away. Right, all ready to go. Guys, get your togas in chat. There isn't much of a toga here, but let's go. Now I've got some speeds recorded. I went online, made a little bit of preparation here, so I know the best rotation speed now is 70 to 75 knots. Initial climb speed is going to be 95 knots, then en route climb 105. So let's go. Let's fall back. Why? Why? He's going to get walloped if he stays or messes around on the network. Unbelievable. Why would you do that? Thank you. Too much power for takeoff here. Let's reduce that down. There's 70 knots. We'll rotate. Airborne. Plus ready to climb gear up. No, I'm just kidding. Right, let's go. So there's 85 knots. So select flaps up. Now I'm going to pitch to maintain 95.
Gibraltar traffic, Alpaca 17 is in backtrack runway 09.
That's how you do it. See the Alpaca. Call sign. Completely professional, of course. Wonderful. Let's just pitch up a little bit to the en route speed of 105 knots, and then we'll trim that out. Just going to reduce that power slightly. The turbine temperature's a little hot there. There we go. There's 1,000 feet, so we're going to make a left turn now. Actually, which way did I say? It's basically, yeah, left turn. I don't want to hit the rock, basically. Let's go make a left turn. Just pitching again to maintain 105 knots, and then we'll just route direct to the en route VOR. Yeah, it's really weird. My moving maps isn't working. Simulink, unfortunately. Flight time should be a smidgen under 2 hours. Yeah, unfortunately, I should have really departed from an airport.
Triple to traffic, Alpaca 117 is departing runway 0.
Where we actually had some. This traffic on final look. It would have been great to have actually departed an airport where we had, you know, proper ATC as well. But I was trying to find an airport close to Lisbon, which had ATC at this time. There just wasn't one, and Lisbon was the busiest airport there. And I'm just looking at the Vatsim map. There's a few other places, but I know Lisbon on a Tuesday always has ATC. Right, we're going to be climbing to flight level 120 now, so we're going to set standard. Again, I don't think there's an option for that, so I'm just going to set 29 and 9 and 2. And yeah, we're routing direct to the VOR as I mentioned.
Triple to traffic, Alpaca 17 is airborne, climb 5,000 feet.
Perfect, so we just need to get the DME. There we are, that's the DME for NAV1, Victor Juliet Foxtrot. Now we're just routing conventionally. We're routing, as you can see here, on the GPS direct to Victor Juliet Foxtrot, just there. Lisbon ATC is going to be on an hour, perfect. And then we should be just about entering the airspace there. So we're just going to reduce the RPM slightly as well. Do. And nicely on the radial now. What's that radial around? The 102 radial. Just keep flying in this direction until we intercept it. Again, we're trimmed to maintain around 105 knots. Passing flight level 41. As we're entering IMC here, what I'll do is the autopilot. In fact, I'll just match the heading. Engage heading select. Flight level change
Gibraltar.
and autopilot. So
Gibraltar traffic, Golf Bravo and Bravo India, backtracking runway 09.
what flight level change is? Just like level change in the 737, so the aircraft's going to pitch to maintain a speed, so I want to maintain the en route climb speed of 105 knots. So use the vertical speed, you see the number here, use the vertical speed wheel to change the speed you want to fly, and the aircraft's just going to simply pitch flat. Because I'm bringing the speed back, look, the aircraft's pitching up now to maintain 105 knots. There we are, just above the cloud now. And, oops, I forgot to engage nav. There we are, nav. So we're now flying direct to the VOR, and then we'll have a little play with the GPS then. Awesome. A little bit aggressive with the turn, but yeah, so this flying plan is completely incorrect. I have no clue why it's loaded up my original flight plan. Even on a Microsoft Flight Simulator in the menu, when I selected it, it wasn't this OFP. And it seems to have routed a different one I had saved. I don't know if you can change it or not in game. Shouldn't your damper be active? Possibly on this autopilot system. It'd definitely be on the 7.3. There we go. So it goes just having a little. I guess the light. Well, I'd love to turn it on, but it's not working. I'll just imagine it's in op. But there we are. We are essentially following the magenta line to Victor Juliet Foxtrot, except we're using the en route VOR. Right, see you later, Gibraltar. So match the heading. Awesome. You've seen the FS Elite 737-400 poster went up in the sim. Looks incredible. Yes, I did see the 737-400. Not sure it is. I've got a funny feeling I know who the developer is, but I don't know much more than that. But it's only me speculating. But But I don't know any more than that, I'm afraid, but it does look very exciting. You're dapping up or just a bug, possibly a bug. Jonah Games, why is the gear down? This is a fixed gear aircraft, so the wheels on this aircraft don't retract. Are we going to Lisbon or Los Angeles as well? Lisbon. Don't get the airport code wrong, otherwise you'll get very lost. Right, so let's see if I can update here our routing. I might just put whatever in here at the moment. That's really annoying because where are we going now? So yeah, it's a little bit. It's just ever so slightly off the radial on VOR here, and it's just it makes ever such aggressive changes in roll to recapture that. So look, it just basically changed a huge heading deviation just to get back onto that radial. It should be a lot gentler, a lot smoother. The code for Lisbon is Lima Papa Tango. So yeah, look, again, it's oscillating around the required radial. It's usually a little bit tidier than this. It seems to be, the oscillation seems to be getting smaller now. But I tested this sector earlier, it worked completely fine. So yeah, how do I adjust my flight plan without deleting everything? That's my question. And is there an option to load a Microsoft saved flight plan without going back into the menu? MB84, are you back flying? I am MB84. You might have noticed I've been streaming a lot less. That's because I'm working them flat out. I've got no standbys. Unfortunately, the passenger loads are very low and light, but we'll you know, it's just have to see what happens in the winter. I mean, I went to Barcelona last week. We had 14 passengers there, 40 on the way back. The Greek flights have been not so bad, half full, if not a little fuller. But the rules change, if not a weekly, on a daily basis. So you know, one day we're fine, next day the government's introduced 14-day quarantine. It's a bit of a mess. So it needs some severe looking into. I'm major looking into, because it's so unbelievable how you can fly in confidence right now. It's difficult, but yeah, I've been flying and it's safe and everyone's wearing masks. That's it. Steve Boss, did a flight last night in the Caravan, tried to set the autopilot but would not engage. Have you found the same? No, all came in absolutely fine today, Steve. Just engaged the autopilot. I selected a roll mode and a pitch mode first, so I think I went to heading select and did something else, but no, heading select and flight level change, then engage the autopilot. But it seems to be working fine. It's now sort of smoothed out the flying. It's nicely tracking the radial. We're approaching our cleared flight level 120 as well. We'll turn off the lights now, so we're above flight level 100. Right, there was a message on X-Pilot there from Centre. Please contact me on 133750. So we've got some ATC guys.
Uno Delta, pista 32 izquierda.
So how's the flying, guys?
Uno Delta
Too
para
loud, too
32
quiet?
izquierda, Iberia 9121.
I think it's Seville. Lima Echo Charlie Mike. Radar Buenos Tardes, Alpaca 208, climbing flight level 120, inbound Victor Juliet Foxtrot.
Alpaca 208, good evening, Squawk 4427.
Squawk 4427, Alpaca 208. So, transponder's not even still on 7,000 standby. Let's see if this hopefully works. So we'll put this firstly to altitude and code. He said 4427, and let's hope that works. So squawking 4427. Turn 80 down a little bit, will do, guys.
Alpaca 208, confirm model Charlie.
Stand by, Alpaca 4427. So I've just activated Mode Charlie on the client on vPilot, because I have engaged Mode Charlie here. Hopefully he'll see us. There we are, flight level 120, so we'll let the aircraft accelerate slightly.
Easy 18 Lima Hotel.
Perfect. There we are. Does DME mode mean it's using VOR? DME is typically co-located with VOR. Sometimes you get a VOR without DME. Thank you very much, Oliver Crockfield, for the £10
Easy 18 Lima Hotel, continue descending 4,000 feet.
For Mariana's amazing lacquer set,
1023.
not kitchenware fund. Thank you very much, Oliver Crockfield.
Down 3, 4, 5,
No, I'm not doing that again.
1023. We've got a question if you don't mind.
Thank you very much, Oliver. That's very kind. My partner has
has
discovered recently.
60, please.
Well, no, not recently. You've always liked Le Creuset, and she keeps buying Le Creuset.
117, say again, flight level requested.
Yeah, from all, yeah, you get them on the discounted places.
Apaga 117, copy.
So yes, that's very kind, Oliver. And I don't refer to Le Creuset as that.
Alpaca 208, identify flight level 120, that's fine.
Alpaca 208, thank you. I think it's overpriced nonsense, but there we go. Marman, select transponder on instead of out. He's seen us now, so that's all good. And you can see out is now active. Awesome. So, guys, we're going to have to ignore the GPS routing very shortly. We're approaching now 9 miles here. So this shows you the difference here. You see here, this is the GPS distance to the next waypoint, 8.6 miles, but notice how the DME range is more, 8.4, 8.6, that's because it's as line of sight, so actually when we fly over the beacon, directly over the head, this distance here will be the distance in nautical miles, where this is GPS.
109 Lima, se ha dejado ya la cabecera atrás, gire la siguiente a la derecha y vuelva por Alfa Zulu hasta Romeo.
Próximo a la derecha y Alfa Zulu atrás hacia Romeo.
Easy
1 Lima Hotel, Madrid.
That's a little better there. So, yeah, let's go
Currently you are flying to
match heading here.
runway. So please,
And I'm just going to show you the
left, heading 250,
charts on
continue
Navigraph.
4,000.
So we're just currentently routing direct to here. This VOR here, so we're going to actually ignore the GPS here. So if I just move this to the side, guys, as you can't see here. There we go. So our GPS routing, if you have a look at Navigraph, just here, we're going to carry on in this direction, whereas the GPS has us going in this direction. I have no idea why there's a difference or what happened there, but yeah, we're going to basically fly now direct to this VOR here, the Faro VOR, flying out over these VORs. The reason I'm not going north as per on the GPS here is because that's not what I've filed online. I've actually filed my flight plan to go direct to this point here. So we're going to tune up this VOR now, which is Faro 112.8.
1 Lima Hotel, left heading 270. Correction, my mistake. Right heading 270.
Right.
I'm just going to go to heading select briefly to watch the heading. And I'm going to flick over to the next VOR. So next VOR is Faro, it's active. We're going to wait till we're right over the top of Victor Juliet Foxtrot. Select this, which aligns the CDI with your current course, radial, and then as soon as this is at 0, we'll engage nav, and then we'll be routing direct to the next VOR. So 1 mile to go. There we are, it's sequenced to the next waypoint, so we'll press that again, press nav. We're inbound now to the Faro VOR, which is not this one. We need to update this. Look, on the GPS it's sequenced here to the wrong beacon. We're actually heading in this direction. I'll hopefully update the GPS there. Right, why is it turning like this? This is again very aggressive. It's making a very sharp turn just to intercept this radial, which should make it maximum 5 degrees. Maximum 5 degrees.
Europa 5404, muy buenas tardes, standby.
So I've noticed on Vpilot in Microsoft Flight Simulator, the radio has a slightly more realistic sort of tone to it. I don't know, it's something about it. It sounds a little bit more realistic to me.
Europa 22 Alfa Bravo, me recibe.
It sounds like basically I'm at work.
22 Alfa Bravo,
the radio is
afirma, yo tengo su plan de vuelo.
It just sounds like I've got feels like I've got a headset. Oh my goodness me, did you see that? There's traffic just below us there. Look.
Europa 22 Alfa Bravo, autorizado plan de vuelo a Palma, salida por la pista 36 derecha, Nando 1 Romeo. Ascenso inicial 13.000 pies, responda en 4422.
Autorizado a Palma 36 derecha.
Thanks everyone that's subscribing, welcome on board. 80 is still quite loud, is it?
Caja 4422.
And then basically it sounds perfect to me. It sounds perfect.
Europa 22 Alfa Bravo, la lectura es correcta. Notifique por favor para puesta en marcha y retroceso. Ahora es de información Delta.
Flight level 120 here, having just set 29902.
Llamaré para retroceso y puesta en marcha, información Delta, Europa 22 Alfa Bravo.
Europa 5404, ¿listo copión?
Yeah, I think it's quite accurate. So I'm just having a look on Vatsim. There's an aircraft just behind me as
Europa
well.
5404, autorizado plan de vuelo a Tenerife Norte, salida por la pista 13, Timos 2 Hotel. Ascenso inicial nivel 90, responda en 4451.
I need to lean the engine. I think you don't. It's a turboprop. I don't know if there's any requirement to do any of these sort of things. I've never flown a turboprop before. my engine management skills when it comes to an engine like this, no clue, and I've mentioned it before.
Europa 5404, lectura correcta, notifique para puesta en marcha y retroceso.
Perspective is just one lever, so there's a little bit more to do with props.
Ryanair 9 Yankee Quebec, request descent.
So you can hear, if you guys are new to Vatsim, you can hear all the traffic
Ryanair 9
around.
Yankee Quebec, descent
Ryanair aircraft
240.
requesting descent wherever he's going.
240, Ryanair 9 Yankee Quebec.
Ryanair 9 Yankee Quebec. But yeah, the lighting on here is lovely.
Easy 18 Lima Hotel, left heading 180, clear to localizer, runway 12, report established.
So where's he going? Localizer 12, not
We'll
sure.
go left to 180 when they were clear to localizer, runway 12, let you know it's established, Easy Lima Hotel.
Jet airplane, I keep getting AI controlling my radios even though I have AI control off. Yeah, Unruly Monster's got the correct
Airport 284, good evening, a little bit away from my airspace. Please continue, I will call you reaching my area.
Yeah, sorry about that, the Lisbon approach.
Putisman, where are you heading? We're going to Lisbon, the capital of Portugal. So yeah, let's have a little... Again, if there's anyone in chat with any experience with the G1000, I'm quite infuriated.
Europa 22 Alfa Bravo, encarando al norte, autorizado.
Now what I can do, I can actually just route direct now to our existing waypoint, but I don't want to... I can then select the arrival later on, I think, but our existing waypoint is Victor Foxtrot Alpha. Victor Foxtrot Alpha. There you are. Is it actually 3,000 miles
Easy 18 Lima Hotel, you have passes over localizer. Turn left, heading 090 for intersected.
Yeah, that's the wrong Victor Foxtrot Alpha. That's currently 191 minutes away. 3,700 miles. That is definitely not the VOR we're looking for.
Tango, clear descent, flight level 70.
Very interesting.
Flight level 70, spinning 669.
So what do you do if there's more than one waypoint in the database? I mean, Victor Foxtrot Alpha is the identifier.
4107, good evening, identify flight level 400.
What I can do is put the airport, Lima Papa Foxtrot Romeo, or that could work.
Easy 18 Lima Hotel, descend 3,000 feet, confirm runway in sight.
Eastern 3000, then we've got runway inside each 18 Lima Hotel.
The beauty is that the routing I chose today, it is conventional, so if the GPS, if I get to the point where I can't manage the system, it doesn't matter because I can just request either vectors or conventional navigation. So for now, what I've done,
Ryanair 9 Yankee Quebec, continue descending
just
flight level
redirect to Lima
140.
Papa Foxtrot Romeo, which is here, and that just means the GPS data,
Continue descent
91.6,
140, Ryanair 9 Yankee Quebec.
it's sort of matching the VOR as well.
No, Easy 18 Lima Hotel, we are having some issues. The reclaim the visual report.
AC-18 Lima Hotel, clear for visual approach and landing, runway 12, wind check, 080 signal.
I'm rated on the 737 Inchi and the Max, but the Max, as you well know, is currently grounded, being recertified as we speak, and hopefully, once it is fixed, it will be one of the safest aircraft going, and then we can all travel confidently on that aircraft. But I can fly the other ones. Yeah, very interesting. I'd love to know, and I think playing around with this earlier, I somehow managed. Right, I'm just going to delete the entire flight plan here, so it's completely empty now. It doesn't matter because I'm routing conventionally for now. Is there a way of loading a saved
Europa
flight plan?
109 Lima, ascenso autorizado nivel 340.
I don't think there is.
340, Europa 10.
So I think the only way of doing it would be to kind of quit out the sim to reload the saved flight plan I have. It's not the end of the world because as I said, this routing, it is conventional. There, you can see this traffic just below us on the same route. Flying VFR IFR on this flight. We're flying IFR mode. Excellent, below. ATC is still a bit loud.
Correct 259 request descent.
Sputnik 259, descent flight level 70.
I've turned it down as low as it goes. I really need to listen out now because I'll barely be able to.
Sputnik 69 Whiskey Tango, descent flight level 70.
Yeah, so how on earth do I reload this flight plan in here? Interesting, I swear I started with a full tank of fuel. It's okay, we've got enough endurance.
Iberia 9121, descenso nivel 140.
Descenso para 140, Iberia 9121.
So I don't want to put every single waypoint in. So I can just route now direct to, let's have a look here, in the charts, on the charts. I'm just going to try and get Simlink to work, because that's stopped working.
EC-18 Lima Hotel, welcome to Bilbao, taxi to stand number 4 via gate Alpha 2.
You are signed in for Simlink. Okay. Close. Let's try again. Ah, there we are. Got it working. Excellent. So that's our current aircraft. Here we are, look. Routing to the next waypoint. Just the VOR here. Yeah, I just needed to reinstall.
Sputnik 259er, Madrid.
It's now working completely fine. So you can see where we're going.
259er, go ahead.
Sputnik 259er, you have traffic
Alpha, which for some reason
less than 10 nautical miles.
Database
Please
wasn't happy with.
reduce your speed, maximum 240 indicated.
And then from Odemi to Troy. So let's try and put that in manually, but what I'm going to do is sort of cheat. I'll put Lima Papa Fox Romeo in
Sputnik 6 Tango,
instead.
descend altitude 3000 feet, QNH 1019.
Descent 3000, QNH 1019er, Sputnik 6 Tango.
Okay. Activate. So we've got a direct magenta line now to Lima Papa Foxtrot.
Ryanair 9 Yankee Quebec, altitude 10,000 feet, QNH 1021.
10,102
After Lima Papa
Ryanair,
Foxtrot Romeo,
90 Yankee
outfit
Quebec.
of Victor Foxtrot outfit was Odemi. Let's try that. Odemi. It's not the ATC that is too loud, it's your mic is low. Okay. How's that? Put it a little bit closer to my mouth.
Europa 22 Alfa Bravo, altímetro 1021, ruede de punto de espera Yankee 1, pista
Unfortunately, there isn't a
derecha,
plug-in
continúa al norte y
where I
derecha
can
November Yankee.
change the volume of the aircraft in-game, like we have an X-Plane. There's a really useful plug-in.
1021
Odemi.
y a la 36 derecha, Yankee 1, November, Yankee, Europa 22 Alfa Bravo.
Yeah, still no clue how to work any of the GPS on this aircraft. I'm just going to have to do it one at a time, so each waypoint just route direct. But it's fine, it works this way. As mentioned, we are using the VOR. 76.9, 76.4, so the GPS is happily routing in the same direction we are. Volume's much better, thanks guys. My ears!
1021, Iberia 9121.
Perfect. You can turn the plane down in game. It's an audio setting to make the sound more realistic. Oh, Kim Jong-un up here again. Hello. Can you do that in game though? That's my question. I want to be able to reduce the sound in game. Because in fact, I don't really want to go in the menu and pause the flight because it causes issues on Vatsim. And what's your headset, by the way, Pedro? It's Arcticus 5 still series. You would have to pause, unfortunately, yes. That's a great shame. So I'm going to look outside. This is going to be very loud for anyone watching. Give me 2 seconds. Actually, hold on. I need to turn my Xbox controller on first because that's turned off. Oh. Why is it frozen? Turning on my Xbox controller has frozen the sim.
Airport 284,
oh, don't give over. It's completely frozen.
Airport 284 identifies.
It's fine. What? Oh. Chippy A, hindsight's a wonderful thing. Careful, it will crash the sim. It did. Unbelievable. I think I got saved. That's part of the next patch. Known issue at the moment. Okay. It comes back. Ah. Fair enough. Well, anyway, I wanted to show you the showcase tool with the controller. Really cool. So, Xbox controller's on now. And you can essentially go wherever you want. You can go to space if you wanted to. Or as close up to your aircraft as you want. And the detail of the aircraft close up is phenomenal. You can rotate it, I mean you can do all sorts, it's great. I was trying to do this with the keyboard, but it's a bit disjointed with the controls, but with the Xbox controller it's really, really easy to use. I mean look at that, this looks amazing. There's all sorts of tools. You can alter the exposure, the speed of the drone. Really nice. I'm just going to turn the speed down a bit, otherwise it goes over really fast.
Alpha 117, copy, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Actually, no, you want us? We can try and get to the other aircraft just down there. Look. So if I put the, hope this doesn't crash the sim either. Let's put the speed up. Let's see if we can find. So it's very fast now. You see, look. So we're going to go past us and try and join our colleague down there. So let's go. So when we get close to Lisbon, we're going to do a full briefing on the arrival. For an ILS approach. See if we can get over to him. Getting a bit closer. So I think he's better be in a Cessna Caravan as well, or another aircraft, but at the moment that other aircraft on Vatsim is depicted as a large commercial jet with his gear down. But yeah, there's audio as well. And there's us up there. So you can tell that we're going faster because look how the aircraft's panning away. Yeah, it's really nice to have that. In time, Vatsim I think is going to be really good. I mean, the model matching, I think they'll be able to program it so when the gear's up and stuff. Anyway, let's go back to our aircraft. Awesome. And I was playing with it the other day. You can go all the way up to space. It's incredible. Here we come.
50.
Thank you very much, I'm Perez.
20. 10.
There we are. Thank you very much, I in Paris for the €5. Just joined. What was that? Rip is bien. Ataja Jeffy. Oh no, what language is that? Say again, Mariana.
Have a nice landing. Goodbye.
What does that mean? Oh, thanks. Thanks for the translation there. Awesome.
Continue monitoring Unicom. Enjoy your flight.
That wasn't for me, was it? Yeah, I wish I could turn the sound of the game down slightly. It's really loud.
Sputnik 259er, descend 3,000 feet, QNS 1019er.
Descend 3,000, QNS 1019er.
Excellent, well, making good progress inbound to the Faro VOR, and when we get closer towards the Faro VOR, we'll find the outbound radial and then route to the next waypoint, which I believe is the Star. Approaching around the third, we're about a third of the way now, guys. It's not the longest flight. There we go. So that's all I have programmed in the GPS at the moment. We're going up here to Lisbon eventually. I wish, in hindsight, I hadn't deleted the entire flight, but once we get to the VOR, I can just redirect to the Star, and hopefully I can set the procedure in the system. Sound is great now. Thanks, Danny.
Domingo 1 Zulu para la 12 Europa 109.
Was that Adam in that aircraft there?
Europa 22
Ollie, I love your Explain 11 videos. Thank you very much. More Explain 11 coming, guys. I promise you. One of the reasons I've been using Microsoft Flight Simulator quite a bit, it's obviously generated a lot of views on the channel. And I was hoping the Saturday members group flight would be live now, but I've had issues with the video. Sometimes, as you know, when I record a video on a stream, it's recorded on YouTube. It's typically uploaded 40 minutes to an hour after the stream. I did the members group flight on Saturday, and it's still rendering, it's still editing, so it's not public yet. And that was an Explain 11 group flight. We did a Microsoft Flight Sim one first, and then we went to Las Vegas to San Francisco, which is cool. David B, on these smaller aircraft, do passengers get a ham sandwich? No food service on this flight, I'm afraid. Jan Ford, evening all, good to see you stream again, Captain. Thank you very much, sir. And I'm afraid to say it'll be another big gap before the next stream. I've got a lot of days flying coming up, flying for the next few days, no standbys, long days. I'm going to Malta, I'm doing the Canary Islands, I'm going to Alicante, what else am I doing? I'm all over the place, super busy. And then I've got a few days off, but then it's actually my sim check, my 6-month sim check coming up, so I'll be preparing for that. So next stream will be at least 5-6 days from now. Yeah, it is after September. Going to be getting much quieter, much quieter. So we'll be doing a few more streams, of course. Anders Pedersen, the Windows gaming overlay also shows volume mixer controls. That's quite cool. I actually have the Windows mixer control open here, but actually what I could do, hold on. Oh, I've just turned Microsoft Flight Simulator down. How's that? Is that better? I've just turned the application volume down. Is the screen frozen? No, it's not. It's just very smooth here. Lovely evenings go flying. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I think so. I was getting a little bit drony before. Bones TV, how long have you been a pilot? Been an airline pilot, flying the 737 for just over 9 years. And prior to that, about 4 years. PPL, Oxford Aviation Academy for my CPLIR. The channel, my channel's around just over 3.5 years old now. Been making content based off my experience. Will Devi, I passed my PPL skills test last Monday. Congratulations to you. Good job, buddy. Really exciting.
Europa 1153, good evening. Confirming you have you get a 80s on board.
Ilias 01, does the ATC act realistic like in the real thing? Are they allowed to talk in native language? Very good question. Vatsim is a fantastic, accurate representation of air traffic control. In fact, these guys who are sat at home like we are in our aircraft are replicating real world procedures as realistically as possible. Very immersive, and yes, you'll find in real life as well. The controllers do typically speak their native language to their flag carrier or their native language. They shouldn't, but they do kind of blind eyes turn to it, but it should be all English technically, but it happens. Spain, always the Spanish controllers speaking Spanish to the pilots, but it's not a big problem, not a big problem.
Foxtrot Bravo Alpha Golf Tango, contact port to approach, 1940, bye bye.
Cool, this guy's covering a huge area if he's doing Porto as well, which is the other side of the country.
Iberia 121, autorizado ILS, pista izquierda,
just changing the volume there slightly.
Autorizado aproximación ILS delante de la izquierda, llamada establecido Iberia 91.
Oh my god, we've got Ross Boss also passed his PPL skills test. Very good. Oliver, super busy is good, great news for your job. Yeah, it is. I'm very happy. So many people have been made redundant. Not just in the aviation industry and pilots, but I don't know what to make of it all now. It's just there, but I'm not gonna talk about it. Mark Taylor, I thought after Tenerife accent all ATC had to be in English. Yeah, it should be, Mark, it should be. But you know, occasionally it slips in, but it's very unusual.
Portugal 284.
En route, yes, you'll find it at the airport. Very, less so. Certainly from my experience, anyway. James Crock, I've been looking into Vatsim, but to be honest, watched a few videos and I find it very intimidating. I think I need to go to work on my flying before taking a crack at that. Well, yeah, James, I mean, what I'd recommend is be confident. You've got to be confident in the aircraft you're taking onto Vatsim, and Vatsim actually say in their requirements, if you're coming on the network, make sure, you know, if you get an instruction from ATC, you know how to respond to that, program your aircraft. I don't fly the Cessna Caravan, but I've actually taken a practice sector in this aircraft at least once, so I'm a little bit more familiar with the systems and importantly the autopilot, so I can manage the aircraft using this. So yeah, give yourself time. There's plenty of good tutorials. What I'd recommend is a channel called Aviation Pro. That's a Dutch guy. He's got some fantastic tutorials for anyone who perhaps wants to learn how to use Vatsim. I don't have any kind of setup videos on it. I just use the network. There's lots of stuff out there.
208, contact FAR approach 1940. Bye bye.
FAR approach 11940, Alpaca 208. Okay, tell me what. Was he Spanish or Portuguese, this guy? So we've been told to contact FAR approach because we are flying over their airspace. So this controller is very quiet. So sometimes this happens in the game.
Approach, good evening to us. Sir, Alpaca 117 at 6,000 feet.
The volume can vary quite a bit.
Alpaca 117 Faro approach, hello. Identified, flight level 60. Readability 5, proceed as 5.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect, we'll check in now. FAR approach, good day. Alpaca 208, maintaining flight level 120, inbound to Victor Foxtrot Alpha.
Alpaca 208, Faro approach, good evening, identified, proceed as 5.
As cleared, Alpaca 208. Perfect. Carlos, it's very unsafe to talk another language that is not an English for ATC communications. Agreed, Carlos, especially for those critical takeoff landing clearances, but en route, less so. Yes, as I've mentioned, everyone should be speaking it, and I'm very fortunate that English is my native language. As well, but yeah, there's obviously, you mentioned Tenerife North disaster. I think that was one of the main factors, obviously the weather, but yeah, communication issues.
Foxtrot Golf Tango, put the Troya 4 Delta arrival in for runway 21 at Lisbon. Once you've done that, you should be able to go direct to Papa Tango 411.
Perfect. Alan Sato, Captain, decided to take up Vatsim ATC due to your videos and really enjoying the training course. Fantastic.
Christian in text for you, and I'll also put the direct.
Thank you very much, Ruben Leroy. Just joined as a member. Welcome aboard, sir. Glad you are enjoying the the video, and you'll get invited to our members only Discord. Enjoy your custom emojis in chat. Of course, we have a new custom emoji, which I mentioned to all the members already. We have the infamous as you well know, this comes up anytime I see or experience something rather Pork Stew, V-Pilot is always disconnecting. That might be an FPS or performance issue your side there, buddy. At the moment it's just as reliable for me as X-Pilot. Haven't had any issues with the client. Thanks for subscribing, Danny and Jon van Giel. Welcome aboard, guys. Sorry, it's going to be a bit of a shorter stream today as well. Probably about another hour and a half to go, and then I will be having to call it a day. But guys, really depending on what happens to the industry this winter, it is likely that I'll be either going part-time or taking some additional what we call unpaid leave off. I'm very fortunate to be able to make the videos on my side, so yeah, we're going to do all sorts, guys. Concorde, oh my god, I'm really, people are getting impatient with Concorde. Someone even emailed me saying, why haven't you flown in the Concorde? You promised 50,000. I don't know if he was being in jest or if he was seriously mad. I said, it's coming. The problem with Concorde, I genuinely need to sit down and study how to fly that. Even the simulated version. The beauty of the Zebo mod, Microsoft Flight Simulator, from a preparation point of view, I can fire it up. I can, you know, from a planning perspective, there's a lot less planning because outside of the stream at the moment, I'm not only working full time as an airline pilot. We only just recently moved house, so we're doing everything associated with that. All the other stuff which you are watching do on a personal level too, we're doing that too. So I've just not had any spare time. The last 2 months, I don't think I've actually stopped. But yeah, it's we're going to have more time in the winter for sure.
Confirm you've managed to input that and you're now direct to Papa Tango 411.
That's what we're doing. Foxtrot Tango.
Sounds like our colleagues having a few issues.
Foxtrot Golf Tango, Roger, WP. No, you are making the right turn there, thanks.
Harold, isn't it more fun if you don't practice with the Concorde? Yeah, agreed. And we have actually done a few streams when we did our first ever Airbus stream. That was unpracticed, and that was offline with a bit of fun. But yeah, Concorde I'd at least like to try first. It's because mostly like the options and the menu and settings and stuff. The Airbus A300 as well, people have been really pressuring me for to do. Guys, if you are interested, go check out my social media feeds. One of my members, I.M. Perez, made a fantastic edit of the recent streams in the Airbus in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So if you go to Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, check out the last post. Apart from me promoting this stream, you'll find that and have a bit of a laugh. We weren't Oliver Crockfields, we certainly were Airbusing. Awesome stuff. So guys, approaching Faro. This is an airport I've flown into many times before. I'm actually flying there next week in real life, and I flew there on a stream around a couple of months ago as well in a 757. Oops, did I just knock something? I think I just knocked something. Yeah, I think I know what I did. I accidentally knocked the course. What's going on here? Recenter CDI. Interesting. Wow, what course deviate? Hold on here, hold on. Let's just go heading here for a second. Villafranca. It's the current VOR. Very unusual. For some reason, I accidentally knocked the VOR then. Perfect. So yeah, I think I accidentally knocked the course deviation indicator somehow. We are now en route. Airbus isn't bad, it's just overrated. No, I've said it many times before, it's all in jest. The Airbus is a really, really good aircraft. Of course it is. It's just very different to Boeing. The philosophy is different. So our live time, live weather. Not a single cloud in the sky. If anyone's around Faro, confirm that fact.
For 2 minutes you can leave the cockpit.
But looking good, guys. Oh, I missed the flyby view.
Alpaca 117 for
Is there aircraft down here?
That is approved, report back.
Okay, thank you very much.
We'll be yeah, land ahoy.
Device 299 Zulu ready when ready.
Device 299.
Ah, Fabi, that's quite interesting because I was wondering this. We are at flight level 120, but you can only fly up here up to 30 minutes with an unpressurised cabin. Interesting. So I'd actually have to descend unless I had the mask on. And I was looking online this afternoon. The caravan is unpressurised, but it does have a cruise of flight level 250, but you need to be on oxygen. And I don't know. Obviously, it's not model, but you can see here. Look, there is a little. How do you move forward? I can't remember how you move forward in the cockpit. There you go, there is a oxygen supply available here. And then you'd obviously have to wear some sort of mask. And one of the things I really love about this sim is when you're flying towards the sun and the sun comes quite low and it's a little bit hazy, the visibility really deteriorates, or your ability to see far really deteriorates. And Faro is a classic for that. If there's any colleagues of mine here or anyone that's an airline pilot or has landed at Faro in the evening and it's a bit hazy, it can be really, really difficult to see runway 28. With the approach lights, it's a bit hazy, and that's really well replicated in the sim, the weather here. Putisman, what did you name your co-pilot? Jim, of course. Vents fully open, that's as good as O2S, right? Yeah, that'll do. Joy 345. Shift and arrows for head move POV change. Ah, okay. It wasn't so much that one. It was the moving forward. I can't remember how to move forward. I can look that way and then press left on the arrow, so that sort of works. What I really like about the as my Xbox controller is still on, it is good. Is with the drone cam. I mean, you can go wherever you want, you go out to space, but you can actually, I was having a play of it earlier, you can go in the cockpit, and all the gauges work and everything in a really high quality. I'll just go to camera, speed. Okay, I know there's a control on the joystick for that, I can't remember what it is. Oh, I need to turn my sensitivity down. Look, all the maps are there and working. It's really, super. Look at that. I'm actually in the external view camera, but everything, all the gauges are working, everything's in high detail, and I can just go out like that. You're on O2, what about the passengers, says Katie Chan, they're holding their breath. Someone else down there, look. Quite far away though, I think. You can press just 5, I think, to reset view. There we go. Yeah, lovely. I love this little drone camera. Lovely touch. When I first played this game and I didn't have the controller connected, someone said there, it was actually someone recommended it, and I saw a video by Squirrel. Squirrel did a tutorial on the camera views, and he said try an Xbox controller. You literally just plug it in and it works.
Alpaca 117.
Great.
After Victor Foxtrot Alpha, route Troyer and then to Takeoff.
Wicked.
Alpaca 117, after the waypoint, we'll have to do what?
You'll have to what?
Alpaca 117, if you, after Victor
Bose TV, after flying for a job for so long, do you still enjoy flying as a career? Yeah, Bose TV. There's days, you know, I can guarantee on my 5th day this week, or the 6th day, at the end of the week, you know, you're ready for your days off, but I still enjoy it, still enjoy the responsibility.
Negative, after Victor Foxtrot Alpha, I need you to route to Troyer, and then you can explain that to Lisbon approach. I don't cover Lisbon top down, but I need to get you into
so Victor Foxtrot Alpha Troyer, what he's explaining to the other guy is the routing, and Troyer is the arrival.
For vectors for runway 21.
Alpaca 117, understand, well then, we'll try our best.
Try our best. That's all you ever want to hear from a pilot as a controller.
Edelweiss 299 Zulu, airborne, passing 3,200 feet, runway 3.
Edelweiss 299 Zulu.
In Botsky, is there a 787 in the game? It is, but as mentioned, the commercial airliners in this aircraft are Oh, very basically modelled. I think to take on Vatsim, you need to be very brave. Very brave. See Finn's up to good work. Thanks Finn for your time again. MSGN, there are some things here and there that needs work, but overall I'm really impressed with the sim, especially with how well it runs on my aging system. Agreed, MSGN. You know, I think the popularity of the sim, you know, is huge. A lot of people. I mean, I've had some disgruntled subscribers. A lot of people saying, you know, oh, you're selling out to Microsoft, all this sort of stuff here. I've had no additional comment or relationship with Microsoft than the fact that they invited me to Seattle to try the sim with several other people. They gave me a copy to stream prior to release, but that's just because of the channel stuff. But regardless of that, I mean, it is a really good sim. I mean, bear in mind it's only been out for a month now. The core sim, it is very, very good. The weather model, the visuals, and I know everyone here, a lot of my followers aren't all into visuals and stuff, but I mean, come on. I mean, I fly here, I've been flying for 15 years, okay? I think that looks spectacular. I mean, look, it's beautiful. I mean, I can't stress this enough, how realistic this looks. And you could now fly over the planet. The planet's down there, it's there, our planet. The GA aircraft handle fine. Yes, these aren't, I don't think that many of these features are best modelled, and there's many features missing, but it's a default aircraft. I mean, no one flies.
Alpaca 117.
No one fly. You know, no one's going to be flying hardcore commercial airlines default. So yeah, I think in time this will be the kind of go-to sim. Again, now I'm not saying that X-Plane 11 is no good, because it is also a fantastic sim. I think the flight model for commercial aircraft, I don't know, because I haven't got an accurate aircraft to fly here, but it is on par, if not better, in XP11 with the things. But there are problems with XP11 as well. So, but I will be streaming in both. Hence why I've been doing these split streams with Microsoft Flight Simulator and X-Plane and the Zemo mod, of course.
You should be going to Victor Foxtrot Alpha, correct?
Right. Anyway, we are directly overhead Victor Foxtrot Alpha now. So if we go outside briefly, we should be able to see Faro. There's the airport.
Our navigation is a little messy.
So straight over top of Faro. No and we need to now go to heading select. So I'm a little bit distracted by my speech there. There we are. So we're now going to be flying outbound on the 329 radial. So what we're going to do is just adjust our heading here. I'm just going to go heading select in the sim. Heading 329. There you go. And that course was 329 as well, so we need to set the CDI to 329. I'm just going to set a heading here to intercept the 329 radial, so we need to fly towards the deviation. We're very close to VOR, so this course deviation bar will come in very, very quickly here. And we're now on the Alpha 5 airway, inbound to Troya. Ryan Hussein, is there a Discord server for Flight Deck Sim? I do have a Discord server, but it's for members only. Just because the social media world we live in. I mean, every Tom, Dick, and Harry could join it. I mean, it doesn't matter what you stream. We always have some sort of issues with individuals, and this way, you know, I only have people who are dedicated into supporting the work and the channel join as well, and they get a few perks. If you're interested in joining, you know, press the join, you'll see all the perks there and stuff, and that's one of the reasons there. Just a bit more of a insight into operation, and a massive thanks to everyone that's a member. And not only that, they help teach me things as well. I've got a few other great guys who are pilots too, help me out. A good friend of mine, Pilot Mike 787FO, he's been invaluable with the input. Right, here's the VOR coming in. See how the course deviation indicator is slowly moving to the left. As soon as it's bang in the centre, we'll re-engage nav, and then we'll fly outbound, and then I'll show you the navigaph chart where we're going, and then we'll update the GPS. Could be quite interesting in Lisbon if there's a lot of heavy aircraft, a lot of commercial air traffic. We're going to be very much in the way, bumbling along at 140 knots, which is pretty fast for this aircraft. But it'll be quite interesting to see how they sequence it. Dave Dillon, as I mentioned, yeah, Discord's for the members. You have to be a member on the channel, which comes with several perks. And we have also, I mean, it's all for anything you want to ask about flying. I'm there. I do now take a lot of time each day. My partner even more so, Mariana, to make sure everyone's getting what they want. I spend now every day 30 minutes. Quite recently, just any DMs I have, I'll respond to. Because now, when it comes to comments on YouTube, comments on social media, it's impossible. 2 years ago, it started becoming difficult. Now on Instagram, typically when I finish a stream, I've got 15, 16 message requests, tweet messages, I've got emails. It's too much, and that's why Marina helps me manage it now. But yeah, that's all I say is, yeah, please continue coming in. I always try to be as responsive as I can, but it is difficult. Andrew Sco, the AC sounds like real people. That's because they are real people. Oh yeah, I see Nightbot's CSLs working. Well, that's going to be no good because that won't be for prepared or only for prepared. I explain, I think. Matty, wait, how to use a CSL package in flights in 2020? Any idea how I can get one? There isn't one, unfortunately, Matty. So aircraft are depicted by the default aircraft. We saw it in Gibraltar at the start of the stream. There were some aircraft, I think they were in a light twin, and they were coming up as an Airbus A300 or A330 or something. So, given time, I have no doubt that there'll be model matching of some sorts. Oh yes, sorry guys, what I'll do is flash up the Navigraph charts for you. Here we are, so we're now inbound, oh hold on, look, too busy chatting, look, I've forgot to engage nav. There we are, so we're now flying on the Alpha 5 airway, needs to be at flight level 95 or above. We're going via Odemi, then from Odemi we're going direct to Troya, and Troya is the beginning of the arrival for ILS-21. Again, whether we'll fly this full arrival, I'm not sure. Hopefully ATC will give us some sort of vectored approach downwind left hand, but we'll see when we get closer. That's ATC's job to be able to cater for all of us here. Charles Uber, don't forget to set the radio. I got it. Right, let's close that. Right, so let's now try and get something here. The GPS. So we're going now to Porto to Lisbon. Lima, Papa, Tango. I really wanted to take the default Cessna with the steam gauges, but it was a little bit slow. A little bit too slow for this sector. Right, so we've got the GPS going direct to Lisbon. That's okay, but I think if I select procedure, select arrival, none. So how do I select an airport? Load. I can't, it's loading nothing. Interesting, so I said route direct to Lima Papa Papa Tango, but it's not actually on the active flight plan. Now, how on earth do I get this on the active flight plan? Lima Papa Papa Tango. Guys, there's almost 1,000 people watching. Thank you all of you here. I haven't been pushing it much today. I've been busy flying this aircraft. But if you are enjoying the video, don't forget to smash the thumbs up and subscribe to stay up to date with the latest content, especially as I'm not streaming as often as I was at the beginning of the year when the pandemic started. But it's the best way to stay up to date is to subscribe, hit the bell notification as well. Thank you very much. Andrea Crutis just purchased a iPhone flight deck to SIM case. Finally have the money to support this amazing channel. That's very kind of you, Andrea. You're going to look the absolute bee's knees in the shopping centre or wherever you go with that phone in your ear. Thank you very much, buddy. Excellent. Mariana, my partner, designs all the merchandise. But, that was very kind of you, sir. Right, Lisbon. Ah, here we go. Right, I don't want Lisbon Odemi. How do I delete that? Clear. Ah, here we go. I think we could be in business here. Now let's select procedure, select arrival. None? Unbelievable. Guys, anyone with experience with the G1000? Again, Wait, routing direct to Lisbon. Okay, let me just activate that again. Activate. Okay, fine. Inbound to Lisbon. Flight plan. Direct to Lisbon, but I don't think that's correct because look, it has distance of 0 and 0 here. Approach. Press approach. I think it's because it... Look, the airport... Ah, hold on. How do I want to scroll up to airport because it can't select an approach transition because anything's there. Activate the legs to Lima Papa Papa Tango. You have it. Oh, it's your departure. Oh, is that fancy? Is it? Ah, I see. Oh, I see. I see. So how do I select it as my arrival as well? You need to put a waypoint before Lima Papa Papa Tango. Okay. Let's put in Odemi. Odemi. So I'll just show you again on here on Navigraph. Look. And please excuse my lack of knowledge of flying this aircraft, really, and these systems. Let's put Odemi in because we are technically routing direct to that waypoint. Right. So if I put Odemi here. Route direct to that, at least. Again, I guess this could be completely wrong, but at least it gives me something.
Alpaca 208, fly direct to Rinal.
Direct to Rinal, Alpaca 208. That's just going to make it even more confusing. Right, we'll have to get him to spell that. Let's go to Rinal first, comply with the ATC instruction. Oh, I miss my 7.3, guys. Really, I do. Rin Al. 6,453 nautical miles away. That's not it. Alpaca 208. Could you spell the Rinal waypoint, please?
Alpaca 208, you're a bit broken there. I presume you asked me to repeat the directive to Rinal. I'll also put that in text.
Thank you. So it's going to ping it to me in the client. Rinal, not Rinal. No, I just deleted it all. God damn thing. God, I miss an FMC. I've set up the whole approach by this point now. If I had right, Rinal. Of course, I think in real life you'd be much quicker using this. These knobs and buttons than obviously using a mouse wheel here. Rinal. That's better. 108 miles. Activate. Okay, that's looking good. Nav. I need to put this to GPS. Hold on. So CDI. GPS and approach. There we are. You can press approach or GPS. There we are. We're finally inbound to Rinal, guys. So that's interesting because Rinal is nothing to do with our arrival today. The Troyer 4 Delta, we've got a slightly different routing here, so hopefully this point here it'll be on to after here vectors of some sort. So just to show you on Navigraph, look, we're now turning off our route. Look, we're heading northbound to Rinal, so let's have a look at where that point is. So yeah, guys, Navigraph as well, a fantastic utility. So about €9 a month, but they have identical charts to real life if you want to accurately navigate. I'd thoroughly recommend taking a look. Rinal. Oh, look at that. So Rinal's just here. That's a great little routing. So hopefully Rinal, and then they'll give us some sort of direct routing for the ILS approach. So it takes us off the star. No star ready to fly. Superb. Thank you very much to Castify FN, who's just joined as a member. Welcome aboard, sir. Glad you are enjoying the content. And enjoy your custom emojis chat, and you'll get your automated invite to members only Discord. Now, when I say automated invite, not entirely clear, so both to yourself and to the other chap that joined as a member. If you go on YouTube, on Google, sorry, search YouTube Discord synchronization, follow those steps. Make sure you do that on a desktop browser, on a Chrome or Safari or Internet Explorer, and you'll be grand. We'll get there. Hope you're doing very well, Tim Waters as well. And Anthony, it's my life every time it comes in. Pootis man, have you ever done a barrel in a plane? In a real aircraft, yes, not a 7.3. In a light aircraft, but never this. And on a stream, we've done it too. Gatsby, good to be here. Thanks for the info. You're most welcome. And when you join Discord, feel free to answer as many questions as you so wish. Captain Scoop, shall we play multiplayer? Not to date. This is on Vatsim. A bit more of a serious flight than the kind of multiplayer stream's been doing recently. But we will, of course, have some fun here. But yeah, it's great to do these IR procedures. I wish the weather was a little bit more inclement. It'd be a bit more fun to have some IMC, but live weather, live time around this part of the world, this time of the year, it's often very, very nice. Just getting the latest weather for Lisbon. It's lovely. Cav OK, 29 degrees, 1016. Surface winds 290 at 7 knots. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful day. So, I mean, out of curiosity, I would just like to learn how to create a flight plan here. So, obviously now I'm routing direct to this new waypoint here, Rinor. It's 99 miles away. So we get there in 35 minutes, not long to go. How on earth do I select my arrival as oh, Lima Papa Papa Tango to Lima Papa Papa Tango. Okay. So, how on earth do I guess I need to highlight this point here. How do I highlight that? Do I just put it here? Ah! No, now where's the aircraft going? No, it's now routing direct to Lima Papa Papa Tango. God damn it. No. I don't want you to do that. Would you go to Rinor? He won't notice from there, hopefully. Let's just direct to... Well, yeah, I guess I've got that working now, and I guess I can now select an approach. Yes, I can. Wow, fantastic. So, at the moment, though, I want to go via Rinor. So let's just go here direct, make sure we're routing direct to Rinor first. Not the airport. Thanks, guys, in chat. Very useful. For those of you who have any experience with this G1000, my first time having a go with this was actually when Microsoft invited me to Seattle, and they took us on a flying lesson. It was the first time I've ever flown in such a modern equipped aircraft. I mean, the 737 is so old, essentially. Right, just get this to Rinor, and then I'll have a look at a very kind sir activate. Right, reaching down direct to Rinor, and we'll have a look later. Thank you very much to Hollywood for the £10 donation. Very kind. Hello, I tried joining onto the Vatsim network with Vpilot on Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. It's been about a week since I became a member and got accepted. When I tried to log in, it said invalid CID password. Okay then, Hollywood, what you need to do is get in contact with Vatsim. Go on their website, give them your CID, tell them that you're having issues logging in. Perhaps there's even a user section or in a forum post that someone might be able to help you there. It looks like chat's coming to your rescue as well, so thank you very much, Hollywood, for your donation. Sorry I can't be of more of assistance during the stream here, but looks like Michael and Mattiara are on the case there. Thanks a lot, guys. Right, so we're bound to Rinor. I'm just having a look at the stars and arrivals into Lisbon. There is no Rinor arrival, but there's probably an arrival via Rinor. So what I'm going to try and do is now select the approach, but without deleting Rinor. So let's go select approach. ILS 21. Do we have a Rinor transition? We don't. So Please let me know, guys. I've got here ILS 21. Here's the sequence for the ILS. So the ILS 21 starts at the waypoint upcat. Tell me in chat, what do I do to ensure that the navigation system goes from RINOR then to upcat? I don't want to go direct to upcat now. Do I load it, or do I activate it, or do I do something else? Please help. Load it. Okay, that's 2. Load, and don't activate. Okay. Yes, I guess activate will just route me direct to upcat. Load. Oh no! We're routing now to upcat. Who do I blame? Who do I blame? So, just going to go back on that heading a little bit to the left here. He'll never know. Look, heading select. Flight to help. Up, down. Push, pull. Pop it. Unbelievable. Right, let's see if I can fix this. Right. So, it's going from user to upcat. So, essentially, it's routing direct to upcat, which is not what I want. I want direct to RINOR. I want to go RINOR, then upcat. Otherwise, I'm just going to redirect to RINOR again. Better give you a bit of a briefing soon, guys, as well. Oh no! What have I done now? RINOR user. Oh no! I don't want to look at your chat. Blame the Portuguese. That's not how it should work. Don't do that, it will delete it. Right, hold on. Let's hold on, I've got an idea. Clear. Oh, it's all gone. Members, you know what to do in chat. Oh dear, right, we'll stay in heading select here. Let's just route direct to RINOR. Activate. Oh dear. Approach. There we go. Oh. Right, direct to RINOR. That's all we need to do. I wasn't expecting that. I just pressed clear and it just deleted the whole lot. Unbelievable. Guys, if you enjoyed this stream, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. See if we get up to 500 likes prior to the end of this message. And if you enjoy watching the chaos ensue right before your eyes. Oh dear. Amazing. Thanks to Class 70, welcome on board. Right, I'm just going to leave it direct to RINOR, and hopefully after RINOR, if he says cleared on this arrival, I'm in serious trouble. I need to quickly find the star and put all the points in manually. Let's go direct to RINOR for now. Right, so let's do a little bit of a briefing here. So I'll bring up the Navigraph chart. So we're routing, as we discussed already, to this RINOR waypoint, just to the north of the airfield. Again, we'll just highlight where that is here. There you go. Hopefully prior to RINOR, we'll get vectored onto the ILS approach for runway 21. So let's now select the approach charts for Lisbon. There we go. Approach, runway 21. ILS. There we go. So here's the ILS approach there. Here's the frequency. So we're gonna tune 1095 up on standby, and I'm gonna put Lisbon as the active frequency here. The VOR is just the north of the airfield. So let's put 14.8. We're not actually using the VOR right now to navigate. So 14.8. There's the active frequency. Perfect. And we'll put it on CDI. No, I don't want to push that one. GPS. Back to approach nav. There we are. Wrong button. Insert. Nope. That's what I wanted. Yeah, the nav frequency. No, but I wanted the RMI. That's what I wanted. Bearing 1 to Lisbon. Perfect. Let's put the wind on. I love the little wind information there. 12 knot headwind there. Sorry, oh gosh, I just realised I had the charts up there. Sorry, guys. So, yeah, 1095 is the ILS frequency, and the course is 206. So 1095, we'll put on standby. And we just need to align the course to 206 when we get a little bit closer. So flight level 120. Let's have a look again at the minimums for this approach. So the minimums, it's not a Cat 1 ILS, so it doesn't matter what the category aircraft is, it's all the same. So 547, 280 out. As I said, we're going to get vectors here. There's an NDB here to tune, but it's not going to be part of the approach we're flying today. So let's just set the minimums for now, which is 547. Which is down here. I think we go back. Timing reference. Oh look, I forgot to set the timer.
208. You can contact Lisbon approach now. 119 decimal. Good evening.
And Lisbon approach on frequency 119.1 Alpaca 208. Thanks to ATC. Bye.
Sorry, see ya.
A little bit of light turbulence here. So I haven't listened to the ATIS yet. God, I really need to get this tuning panel. I'm going to order that. I think.
Killer 104
tonight. Cool, that's loud.
Radar identified, climb to flight level 240.
Cool. Yeah, minimums, that's what I need to set. Let me just do that before I check in. It is a frequency 547 for the minimums. I do like this system. I can just imagine.
Good evening, Portugal 247.
Navigating using this must be great. Far better for the FMC and an ND, that's for sure. So minutes of 547 set 550.
Good evening, sir. You are cleared to Porto from 3 Sierra departure. Initially climb flight level 60, squawk 4726. Information echo is current.
So we should actually have a quick listen to the ATIS. 124150.
Squawk is 4726 and we'll get...
So we're going so slow, guys, just before I check in. And this is the beauty of having two pilots on board. So let's have a quick listen to the ATIS.
Advise before tax. Wind 290 degrees 7 knots, BRBBT and 250 and 320 degrees. Cav location 29. 2.6 QNH 1016, comply with speed limitations unless otherwise.
We'll have no issues with that today.
Advised by ATC. ACLPPT information delta.
Information delta. Adam, what is QNH in inches of mercury? Good question. So we'll find out, please.
Expect ILS approach just runway and use 21TL50 on the LPPT to C1830. Expect ILS approaches runway and use 21TL50 on the ground contact app 119.1 after. Departure contact 119.1 after landing, vacate by HS medium at LGT
So I've just been told to contact him. I better stop listening to the...
position U4. Departure comfortable dis 2410 and if unable.
Oh, hold on. There we go. Just had a little bit of an FPS stutter. Right, we'll check in now. We've got information delta. Lisbon approach, good day, Alpaca 208. Maintain flight level 120. Inbound to waypoint Rhino. Information delta. QNH 1016. Type Cessna 28.
Alpaca 208. Good evening. Radar contact. Maintain flight level 120. Expect ILS runway 21.
Expect ILS 21 Alpaca 208. Perfect. So it hasn't given us any additional information, so hopefully it'll be vectors for the approach. There is the beautiful city of Lisbon down there, approaching up here. What a lovely little flight this has been. Really nice sector. The fact that Microsoft Flight Simulator doesn't support metric system is rage-inducing. I know ZZJ. It's all in pounds. Pounds and inches of mercury. You would have thought for a French-based game developer they would have included the metric system.
Turkish 1760, please confirm you are flying direct India Delta Bravo India Delta.
Turkish 76
Love my
here.
drone
I'm
cam.
still searching for that waypoint. I'm just not able to find it. Is it India Delta Bravo India Delta?
It is.
I just don't have it on my nav system. Do you have any other waypoint or VOR I could use?
Uh-oh, someone's having issues.
Turkish 1760 will coordinate with the center.
Oh my goodness me, who's purchased some purchases?
Thank you, bye-bye.
Andrea Critty's bought a t-shirt and he says, all the respect for you as a streamer and in real life pilot. Hope you're well and safe. Oh, Andrea, very, very kind of you, sir. Very, very kind.
153, good
An outstanding t-shirt you've got. Thoroughly recommended. Thanks a lot, buddy. All good here. Excellent. Very lucky to have a job. Very lucky to be able to do what I do, streaming. I love every second of it. Very, very fortunate.
Europa 1153.
Turkish 1760
should be able to change G1000 to hectopascals in the PDF menu.
Oscar Golf Echo.
So there's an option is there, Leia, okay. ETA, well, we're currently around 20 minutes from this waypoint ahead of us, plus that's around 25 minutes, I'd say. PFD menu, this is list them in.
KLM 1049, contact Lisbon Control 125.55. Nog een fijne avond, tot ziens.
Whereabouts are we looking, guys?
550, goedenavond en hartelijk dank. Tot de volgende keer, bye bye.
Is that a bit of Dutch?
Lisbon approach, good evening.
What's happened to the audio? Audio's got a bit crackly.
At 6,000 feet, direct Troya.
No, you can't, it's not simulated. Oh, it's not there. Okay, so I'm staring to find something that's not there. Okay, no problem.
Maintain flight level 60, expect TLS runway 21.
6,000 and
finish the briefing? I don't think so. So here's the ILS. Yeah, pretty much all there. Mr. French, climb straight to flight level 70, contact ATC, MSA, highest raise the north 4,000 feet.
Lisbon Control 125.5.
Minimums of set, RVR 550 metres. That's it really. Taxi. This could be quite interesting. We'll see what they want us to do because again, this airport wouldn't routinely take light general aviation aircraft like this. So no, that's not what I wanted to do.
Foxtrot Bravo Alpha Golf Tango descend to 4,000 feet.
So we're going to land on 2-1. I mean, we could stop in no distance here. I think I might just take the first left here via Uniform 5, but the problem is traffic departing runway 21, they'll be using Uniform 5.
Alpaca 208, descend to flight level 80.
Descend flight level 80, Alpaca 208. Alright, so yeah, we'll have to see where they want us to vacate when we contact Tower, because we might have to land long, perhaps.
Lisbon approach,
from there. Right, let's descend.
1352, request IFR clearance to Heathrow Airport.
So flight level 80 set, vertical speed, let's go down. Just going to set around 1,000 feet per minute, just reduce a little bit of power there. Down we go, top of the descent chat. What's that? Yeah, Navigraph charts. Everyone always asks that one. That chart overlay was Navigraph charts. Nothing to do with Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Good evening. I don't have your flight plan. Please send it.
I'm sorry.
Just going to turn him down a bit, guys. He's very loud, isn't he?
1352.
Victor Charlie Papa 17.
There we go.
Proceed direct Papa Tango 411.
Yeah, definitely have to bit of a play with the volume settings in the game because I've had music on in the background, but you guys probably can't even hear it. There you go. It's probably too loud now. Paul Alley, learning so much from your stream tonight. Thanks a lot, buddy. Where does Navigraph get their charts from? They have a relationship with Jeppesen. So they use Jeppesen charts. Guys, I mean, they're not used for real-world flying, so if you are a real-world pilot, don't use them because they're not authorised. But I've compared them to my operator's charts, and they match.
Papa Tango 411.
And they're kept up to date as well. You mean the engine music? Yeah. Awesome stuff, guys. So yeah, in the descent now. I'd say we have around 15 minutes to land, 20 minutes. So I've noticed when I get a bit of an FPS stutter in the game, it affects the volume of VPilot, or there's a little bit of static with VPilot.
Foxtrot Bravo Alpha Golf Tango.
So there's 100. We'll put some lights on now. If you're wondering where my control column is, there it is. Hidden. Now going to tune the ILS frequency. Oh, what was the ILS frequency? 1095. I thought I tuned it.
Portugal 168.
Interesting.
Good evening.
ILS 21, 1095. But we're at the moment we're indenting a VOR. We're looking for India Lima Bravo.
I got your flight and ready to copy. Ready to copy. Portugal 135.
So I'm approaching 1 to go.
Echo is current. Skynace 1017.
Is there any maths about the rate of descent? You just chose 1,000 feet per minute. Yeah, I mean, you could try and do a bit of an idle continuous descent, but an aircraft like this, just 1,000 feet per minute is a reasonable rate of descent AC would expect you to do. No less than 500 typically.
Information Echo is current.
There is Lisbon down there. Beautiful evening, look at this.
Portugal 1352, read back fully correct.
Yeah, you need to make it in the active nav. Ah, so I need to. It's not active at the moment. I can't remember which one's active now. 14.8, yeah, sorry. That is the active nav, but I guess we're out of range still. Yeah, the right window's the active nav, not the highlighted one. Thank you very much, Jonah Games, for the 20 Swedish krona. Book recommendations for general aviation only. Thank you very much, Jonah. It's been a long time since I've looked at any reading. What did I have for my PPL? Give me 2 seconds. Got my books behind me still. I used. They're all out of date now. Yeah, look. JAR compliant. It's all EASA now. I've got a JAR compliant book by AFE Online. Usually when you do your PPL, they'll recommend or give you the syllabus required in those books. That's all I used. I don't know if there's any sort of general book someone could recommend, but it's all sorts there. Right, flight level 80. Make sure I pay attention, add power, because I don't have any auto throttle. There we go. Downwind for runway 21. So he's got to sequence us in with a lot of jet aircraft. It's going to be quite interesting.
175, see you soon, Air Portugal 247.
Performance has dropped off a little bit here.
Romeo 115, stop tip is approved.
Perfect.
Foxtrot Bravo Alpha Golf Tango, turn to left heading 2990.
Beautiful day. What a beautiful evening. Someone shared their demographic out with me. Does anyone use SciTech? I've got the rudder pedals harping bucket, very good. How long will you be streaming for Infinity Gamer? I'll be landing in 15-ish minutes and then that's it, I'm afraid, tonight. Back to work tomorrow. Captain, do you prefer the Garmin or the analog cockpit? Analog. Steam gauges, please. But I see this. It is a fantastic system. But I'd love to be on needles right now. And I can really have a bit of fun. Can't wait to get some old school twin or GA aircraft done here. I mean, the default Cessna is quite good fun. But no autopilot. Which is not an excuse, but flying this on Vatsim for 2 hours could be quite tricky.
Intersection Papa, 1017.
Fabi, is there a way to move forward besides the nose wheel? I mean, I just use the nose wheel to zoom. To move forward, you can kind of move sideways, and there is a button to command to move forward, but I just use the arrow keys. Works okay. When I switch back to Explain 11, it gets a bit confusing short, but you soon revert to what you know.
Back the score code 4465, please.
Need to do some more night flying. I think you're right, George A345. The sim looks amazing at night. Yeah, I'm good. Performance has just dropped off slightly. I'm getting a bit of an FPS. I can hear the PC whirring underneath me here. God, I need a bigger, beefier PC, I think, moving forward. It's okay.
I see
Turns out Vatsim is what's slowing down the sim and disconnecting from you for it. Could be. I mean, it hasn't disconnected, but I don't know if these performance little stresses are caused by Vatsim. I do get them occasionally, but overall it's okay. Mole Man, I'll explain. I have to hit menu and delete flight plan and go back to flight. If you screw up, back to menu and delete again. I think that's what happened today. KB, kind of. Was that for me? Hold on, guys.
Alpaca 208, descent to flight level 60. Radio vector CLS runway 21, turn right. Heading 010.
Descent flight level 60, turn on heading at 010 degrees vectors for ILS 21 Alpaca 208. Excellent, so descent flight level 60, vertical speed, down we go, just going around 600 feet per minute here, and we're now on vectors, guys, so heading select, and 010. That's going to make my life considerably easier. So now, can I select the approach? ILS 21. If I just activate it, so I'm not using GPS at all. Why wait to activate? It's not the end of the world. I can just vector myself when I've got the ILS identified now, but let's try load. Nope, not working. Let's have a little play here. See if I can at least get the approach selected in here.
Alpaca 117, pessimistic.
Didn't reduce any power for the descent, so that's why we're going a little bit quicker.
Alpaca 117, this Lisbon approach, pessimistic.
There's an alpaca in distress. Right, direct to Lima Papa Tango. Let's try and select that procedure again. Activate approach. Great. I pressed activate approach, and I bet that's crashed the sim. Sim's just crashed. Just a heads up, Alpaca 208, the sim's crashed, so thanks a lot for the ATC. Unbelievable. I cannot believe that. That is just ridiculous. That's the first time Microsoft Flight Simulator's just crashed after trying to activate the approach. I mean, why? Why did I even do that? I mean, I should have just... you know... just accepted the vectors. Oh dear. It's already disconnected me anyway. Unbelievable. Alright guys, I don't want to end like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to... What could I do here? What could I do in Lisbon? That is just so annoying. It's a bug. I had the same issue in the approach screen. Fantastic. Yeah, noted. Don't press activate approach. I can't believe that. Oh, so bad. Right. Alright, let's see. I'm just seeing... Right, there's a little airfield here. And let me just relaunch Microsoft Flight Simulator. I don't want to finish like that. I don't want to finish like that. So what I'm going to do, there's a small airport near Lisbon called Cascais, Lima Papa Charlie Sierra. I'm going to load in there and see if we can get a little VFR flight on Vatsim or something. Just crest the vector. That's annoying. A French company. No comment. Right, Sim's reloading. Cascais. Yeah, say again, Miranda? Qashqai. I've been corrected. Unbelievable. That's really sad. I'm really upset. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go on SimBrief and file a flight plan from Cascais to Lisbon. Because I really want to demonstrate what Vatsim's all about, and I have done that pretty well, I think, up to the point where we crashed. Let's turn this music down now, because we're going to have two lots of music. There we go. Oh, look at that, I'm a professional streamer. Oh, like a DJ. There we go. So what I'm going to do is do a flight from Cascais to Lisbon. I'm just loading that up now, so let's see if we could do this new flight. Alpaca. Stick with. Let's go 20. Actually, going to go Alpaca 01 for the call sign here. Depart. We're going from Cascais. Code is Lima Papa Charlie Sierra. And we're going from Lisbon. Now, this is super short, guys. Let's say we're due off at 19:35. That's fine. What aircraft do we take? I think we'll just stick with the Caravan, simply because I've got everything set up for Vatsim there. I'm definitely not going into Diamond. It's not much point going IFR. Let's try VFR. Let's go VFR in the Caravan. Just trying to find the option for the Caravan here. Bear with me, guys, because I am on the SimBrief site here. So Cessna 208, runway 35 for departure. Oh my god, it's such a short flight. It's actually just given me a waypoint to fly. So let's go here to world map. Cessna Caravan. Go to Lima Papa Charlie Sierra. No way am I ending the stream like that. Cascais? How do you pronounce it, Mariana? Cascais. Okay. Right, let's get to Cascais. I can't say it. There's only about 900 people watching. Let's go to parking here. Select as departure. Lisbon. Alright, 11 miles. Right. Unbelievable.
How do you say it?
Cascais.
Cascais.
Cascais. Cascais.
It's not the car, it's Cascais.
Cascais.
You're saying like Nissan Qashqai or something.
Unbelievable. People here to learn how to fly. Okay, not how to pronounce Portuguese.
Well, if you can't pronounce the airport, you're never going to find it.
Oh no, I'm going to say this to ATC as well. Oh, like, request VFR clearance from Cascais to Lisbon. Have you ever been to Cascais?
Me?
Yeah.
I think so when I was little.
Alright, off, live, close, fly. Okay, right, so now I'm just going to go on SimBrief and are we going VFR or IFR? Tell me what you want to do. I mean, I can get a VFR clearance, but an IFR clearance, but there's no point. I mean, it's a VMC. I'm just going to go direct. Your route is valid. Direct. Perfect here. So, let's file that flight plan. VFR. Generate OFP. Yes. Okay. And I'm not touching this GPS once. We're going to do the entire thing here. Oh wow, flight time 5 minutes. Perfect. Well, hopefully what we'll do, we'll tune up approach on the ground and request VFR clearance to Lisbon. Let's see if they can cater for us. So I'm just going to file this on Vatsim now. Pre-file. Ready to fly. Cool, the sun set very quickly, didn't it? We're going to get a little bit of a night flight. Alpaca 01 then, flight rules VFR, Cessna Caravan, due off, let's say off blocks at 19:15 Zulu, which is in 10 minutes. Altitude will just put us the platform for the ILS, which is 4,000 feet. File flight plan. There we go. Cool. So just to show you, oh no, hold on, I can show you my cool camera. Showcase speed, just to show you where we are, guys. So here is the beautiful city of Lisbon. There is the airport you see in the distance where all the lights are. We still need to log on Vatsim. Look at that. I mean, it just looks absolutely spectacular, doesn't it? Absolutely incredible. Let's go to wherever we are again. Where are we? Is that us here? Yes. Oh, I forgot to update the registration. No, not a problem. So yeah, we'll work it out. Let's go back into the cockpit. And we're just going to log on to Vatsim now as well. Your flight simulator appears to have crashed. Yes, VPilot will exit. So we're going to now reload VPilot. I'm just going to put some music back on again, guys. There we go. So load up VPilot. I've never actually done a VFR flight on Vatsim before. Could be quite fun. Let's connect. Oh no, just make sure I've got the correct call sign. Alpaca 01. Connect. Alright, so I've connected to Vatsim. Right, that's all working okay. So, oh, look at the little headlight. I love it. So cool. I feel like a caver. Right, let's get this little checklist up. Oh, she's in the Cessna now. Right, ignition selectors to normal. And that's the fuel boost pump. Oh my goodness me. That is in normal already. Power lever is idle. Prop max RPM. Thank you very much to Herman who's just joined a member. Welcome on board. It's very different to the lovely car music we have in the background, but glad you're enjoying the content. And you'll get invited to our members-only Discord. Enjoy your custom emojis in chat. Thank you very much. Right, we've done all of that then. Engine ignition selector was in normal, wasn't it? Which one was that again? It is in normal. Perfect. Starting engine sensor. Battery switch on. Beacon can come on. And the nav lights. Avionics master switch 1 to on. That gets rid of your little light. That's a really nice little touch. The fact that when you have the aircraft unpowered, it gives you that little light. Let's turn up lighting here slightly. Oh, how do I get to this little switch here? There we go. Oh, it's getting a little bit confused. There we go. Well, that's more than enough lighting. That's all we need here. Fuel boost pump can come on. Start it. Again, a very simplified checklist. Clear prop. Thanks for subscribing. Enjoy it, guys, if you are enjoying the stream. Although it didn't go entirely as planned with the crash, but we'll at least finish in Lisbon on Vatsim. Jamfield, last weekend my Microsoft Flight Simulator crashed 9 hours into 11-hour flight. That was fun, so it emphasises your frustration. I know that the thing was I didn't even need to do that. I was just trying to activate the approach and in the system. Hold on, I've got everything. Yeah, is that fired up? It has. Turbine temperatures have all stabilised. That should be in low idle. Never mind. Fuel boost, so starter off, fuel boost to normal, and avionics switch number 2 on. Perfect. Alright. So everything's up and running. Bus is here to see us too. Now let's tune up. Now how are we going to do this? We should probably tune up approach, which is 11901. Let's hope they can take us in today. They wouldn't never, you know, Lisbon would never accept a VFR flight like this. Where's V-Pilot? Well, I can't hear anything. So that is the active frequency, isn't it? 11901, correct? Yeah, I think the one on the left here is the active. Yeah, it is, according to V-Pilot there. Cool, so yeah, the GPS is loaded. Look, we've just got a simple line going to Lisbon, that's fine. What I'm going to do is tune up approach now and tell them what we'd like to do. VFR flight, well to the north, keeping away from the city, and then vectors for approach runway 21. Lisboa Centre Alpaca 01, how do you read?
Alpaca 01, reach you 5.
Lisboa Centre Alpaca 01, currently in Lima Papa Charlie Sierra. I'd like to request VFR flight to the north and then vectors for ILS approach runway 21.
Alpaca 01, you're clear to Lisbon out of runway 35. Squawk 4775, leave the control zone of the Almadea.
Okay, I got some of that. Clear to Lisbon, runway 35 for departure. Could you confirm the squawk, please? Alpaca 01.
Alpaca 01, squawk 4775.
Squawk 4775, Alpaca 01, and request taxi if you're able. Ooh, what's going on there?
Alpaca 01, taxi to halting point, runway 35, via Mac Juliet. QNH 1017.
Clear to hold point 35 via Mike Juliet, QNH 1017. Thank you very much, Alpaca 01. Right, so set the QNH. Looks like someone said ghosts. Yeah, they're doing something in there. So we're going to fly VFR. He's given us clearance to Lisbon via VFR as well.
168.
So we're going to taxi the whole point runway 35.
Vertical 168, echo, climb to flight level 240.
Just going to turn Vatsim down again here, guys.
240,
again, please, I think that's not how you exactly get VFR clearance the way I did it either. I've never...
Vertical 1352, contact Lisbon control 125.55, bye-bye.
Contact to the control.
Right, there's Streamlabs. Let's just show you where we are and what we're doing first. So we've still got all the old flight plan there. Let's unload this first. Yes, I do wish to clear the route. Cool. Oh, now Simlink's not working again, so let's just get that up and running. Simlink. Oh, having a lot of problems tonight, aren't we? Navigraph Simlink. It's already running, apparently, so yeah, not working, unfortunately. So, just to show you, we're currently here, guys. We're going to take off, I'm not going to pronounce it. Going to take off from runway 35 here to the north, and then we're just going to have a little bit of a VFR jolly, and then as soon as we're ready, we're just going to request vectors for the approach. Obviously, in reality, you have to be very careful with controlled airspace. Make sure you're not approaching any of these areas. It's a little bit... I have no clue on this local area here. We're going to set this to 2,000 feet for a departure. Here. And I'm just going to have a quick look at the chart here as well, because I have no clue where we are. You're probably wondering, why are we not taxiing yet? We have no charts or information here, just the information about the runway, which is runway 35. Okay, well, we'll try our best to find that. I'm just going to set that to runway heading, which is, yeah, 350, which will do us. Okay, then, so we're going to taxi... where are we going to go out of? Via the helipad to runway 35, and then we'll just go to the whole point of the backtrack. Superb. Let's release the brakes, and head on our way. Might have gone a little bit on the grass here, a little bit of differential braking needed, which I don't have set up. Taxi via helipad. Excuse me going on the grass as well. And I'm also going to have to cut the corner here anyway, because there is a helipad here. We'll take a notch of flats for departure. Lovely VFR flight around Lisbon. I think this could be the whole point as well for runway 35 already. Lovely. Oh yes, forgot to set the squawk. Just testing you, Tobias. Well done. You win today's prize of noting the thing I forgot. Biking brake set. Ah yes, of course, the squawk. Very important. You got it now. 15 in the sun. Even pre-guessed it. Right, transponder code. He told me Alpaca 01 squawk. I think I've got numbers written all over the place here. Was it 4427? No, it wasn't 4427. That was the original squawk. Where's my latest? 4775. Okay. Back and... No! Stupid boy. 4775. Back. I want that as altitude. There we are. And I'll put mode Charlie on V-Pilot here. Superb. We are all ready to go. Do I need to backtrack for runway 35? Yes, I do. Lisbon Centre Alpaca 01 at hold point runway 35 at Lima Papa Charlie Sierra, ready for departure.
Airport Control 168 Echo, contact Lisbon Control 125.55.
So what we're going to do, we'll take off and fly along the coastline here, and then as soon as we're kind of done, we'll just request vectors for the approach.
Lisbon Control 125.55, vertical 168, thank you.
Lisbon Centre Alpaca 01 at Lima Papa Charlie Sierra, ready for departure, runway 35, VFR to the north 2,000 feet.
Yeah, for takeoff, runway 35.
Oh. Good, takeoff runway 35, Alpaca 01. It'll be VFR to the north, and if you're happy, we'll call ready for the approach runway 21 into Lisbon.
Alpaca 01, that's correct. Check the runway 21.
Thank you. Perfect. Let's go. Guys, I think that was well rescued from the issue we had. I mean, when it crashed, I was thinking really quickly, what could we do? And I was like, no, I want to complete a full flight on Vatsim to kind of demonstrate what it was. It would be very easy to... I'm backtracking, guys. I'm not taking off on the reciprocal runway before anyone says anything. I really wanted to demonstrate Vatsim, what it's all about and stuff. For those who are new to the channel, and if you've watched my Explain 11 streams, you all know what Vatsim is as well. But just to show you how it is working fine in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So yes, we've sort of been half cleared. My VFR flying knowledge is unclear. Very familiar with the airspace on here. So you know we should technically be cleared to enter his airspace and then vectors for the approach. But let's see how it goes. Right, that should do for us. I'll pause the music, guys. Get your togas in chat. Just taking out some runway edge lights. The runway edge lights should be white. Not sure why they're yellow. Dan Bennett, don't forget to activate the approach later. Yeah, not touching that. Right, let's go.
Alpaca 01, do you have the visual charts of Lisbon?
And negative, Alpaca 01. We'd just like to climb straight ahead 2,000 feet. And then as soon as we fly to the north, as soon as we're done, we'll just request vectors, if that's okay. Don't have any VFR.
Alpaca 01, that's fine for me.
Thank you for your... appreciate that, thank you. I wasn't sure what to say. Right, gear up. Yeah, so technically I should have VFR charts. I should be making sure I'm stay out of his airspace. There's military airspace here to the north, but we're on our way anyway. Flaps are up. I'm going to climb to around 105 knots. Very unusual to talk on the radio. What I should have done is ignore the radio message and...
Alpaca 01, radar at and right, climb to 4,000 feet, turn right heading 030.
kind of 4,000 feet, radar heading 030 degrees, Alpaca 01, thank you. Cool, so yeah, we're straight on to vectors for the approach. Fine, let's do it that way. 4,000. And radar heading 030 degrees. Perfect. That's super cool. Gear up, fixed gear, yes. Positive cloud, gear up. It's all a bit of banter. Cool. So nicely trimmed out now, 100 knots, 4,000 feet. Look at that outside here. Absolutely fantastic. That was really good of this controller as well just to give us a little VFR flight from this airport. That'd be really interesting. You know, if any of you fly VFR around this area. I mean, my lack of knowledge flying VFR. I mean, I haven't flown VFR in 10 years. Make sure you're familiar with the charts. You know, I'm busting probably all sorts of. I'm under radar control now anyway, so that's a little bit more helpful. But it's great to have some. Vatsim caters for all if you want to fly VFR, IFR. It's great. Right. So going up to 4,000 feet under radar control. We're going to have a little bit of a visual flight, but yeah, just go straight onto the approach. To be fair, this stream's overran slightly longer than I was hoping it to, but very enjoyable nonetheless. Guys, 900 of you watching so far. Thank you so much for coming in on this. I don't even know what day of the week it is. Monday. That's it, Monday. Thank you very much. Hope you're enjoying the video. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up. A whopping 540 likes here. We're currently on the vectors for the approach into Lisbon, runway 21. Approaching our cleared altitude here. Just reduce the RPM slightly. Is it Tuesday? It's Tuesday. I just said it's Monday, but it is actually Tuesday. You would, honestly, if you work in this industry where you don't have a fixed Monday to Friday pattern, you honestly, sometimes you just don't know what day it is. You work bank holidays, you work weekends. Our work pattern's just all over the place. So sometimes you just simply don't know what day it is, as I've just proved. Unbelievable. Even Mariana's giving me stick. You guys are giving me stick. I can't turn anywhere. Right, so hand flying. There's 4,000 feet. Relaying 030 degrees. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So we'll push altitude and set that to 4,000 feet. Just going to trim down here a little bit, nose down, perfect. Match the heading bug. Crikey, no, that's not very good. Maintaining 4,000 feet, not trim, that's one. There we go. I'll get in there. Autopilot, why has it gone to 200 feet? Can you see that? I've set 4,000, but it's saying 200. That's me disengaging the autopilot.
Alpaca 01, turn right heading 050.
Right heading 050 degrees, Alpaca 01. I'm having a few issues with the aircraft here. It's completely out of trim. Like, it's like I'm fighting the autopilot. He has no idea that I'm struggling to maintain 4,000 feet. But I pushed autopilot and it just went to 200 feet. Why is it trying to maintain 200 feet for? I think... Oh gosh, my heading. My heading. You know what, I think I'm just going to hand fly this sector and try my best to keep up on chat. Right, trim, 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 reduce a bit of power. Lovely. Yeah, why is it out to 200? Aha, that's better. Altitude 4,000. Heading select. Now, it should when I engage the autopilot. I'm just going to hover it here. Where is it? There we are, autopilot heading 4,000. Wonderful. Heading 050 though. There we are, that's going to increase my capacity tenfold. Perfect. Tune ILS, very good, Daniel. 110.5, well, it should be active. 109.5.
Alpaca 01, descent to 2,500 feet. Bacon 81017.
Turn altitude 2,500 feet, QNH 1017, Alpaca 01. So vertical speed. I'm just going to give him 500 feet per minute. Then we'll get the ILS tuned. Just reducing a bit of power there. Yeah, what was the ILS frequency? 1095. India Lima Bravo. There we go. Course is already aligned, I think, for 206. It lines it automatically. There we go. DME, we just need. Which is, let's go back here. I'm not going to worry about the minimums for this approach. I'm going to fly it as a visual. Even though we're getting vectored on for the ILS. PFD, DME, 8.5. There we go. Perfect. So on vectors now for the approach. Don't you crash again. Kevin, you've had a few issues. The autopilot goes a little back crazy sometimes. Yes, it did there. I mean, I probably again I engaged something incorrectly, but looks good. So coming onto the glide slope now. Obviously, I want to really shallow off that rate of descent. In a 7.3, 500 feet per minute minimum, but here it's not such an issue. I'm just going to speed up a bit as well.
Proceed direct runner, expect ELS runway 21. Descent flight level 160, direct runner, expect runway 1.
Perfect. Cool, so 2,500 feet. I'll quickly flash up the approach chart for you here at Lisbon. So there you go. Currently vectors, for some reason, again, my sim link's not working. Oh, what? Oh no, could not connect
Alpaca 01, turn right, setting 140.
Heading 140 degrees, Alpaca 01. So yeah, I'll just show you that briefly here. Just going to accept this vector. Victor. There's heading 140.
Alpaca 01, CUS, ELS, runway 21 or visual.
Vectors for the ILS, please, Alpaca 01. So we just
Alpaca
here, look,
01,
base leg.
I didn't copy, please second.
Vectors for the ILS approach, please, Alpaca 01.
That's copied.
So yeah, visual, I could kind of take a bit more of a shortcut straight in onto around a 3 or 4 mile final, but might as well come in on this direction. There's the glide slope, looking good. Yeah, what a nice way to just have completed the flight on Vatsim, though. Obviously minus the sim issue. Great shame we couldn't complete the flight. But yeah, it's great to have actually completed it on Vatsim per se. We still ended up on Vatsim, but into Lisbon. Well, I won't say yeah, we're not there yet. Awesome stuff. So you can see how slow we are. Look, it's just that localizer is slowly coming in around 8 miles or so, and there is the runway.
Alpaca 01, turn right, heading 180, clear to ELS runway 21, report and established.
Right heading 180 degrees, cleared ILS 21, we'll call it established, Alpaca 01. So coming onto the ILS now, I slowly increase that vertical speed. We can arm the approach as well. Let's just wind that down slightly. So it might level off at 2,500 feet first, so in reality, you know, he'd descend you further down. So what I'm going to do here is just set a lower altitude. In reality, you'd have to request that from ATC because he has clears to a radar altitude, but we're going to level off at 2,500 feet. So what I should do is call him a request further descent, but you know, we'll just sort of do this bit visually. There we are. So reduce that power now as we have increased our descent a little bit high on the glide slope, but 1,000 feet per minute in an aircraft like this, at this speed, you'll quickly catch up with the glide slope. You can see, look, there's the green, magenta, diamond, slowly coming back to where we want it, which is right here in the middle. Go full RPM again.
Euroflot 7653, descent.
Let's put my strobes on, nothing to see here. Approach is armed. So localizer capture. It's making a slight left turn to intercept there. It shouldn't really do that. It should then do a right turn there. Glide slope capture as well. So we're now fully established on the ILS. Come on, turn. Is it going to turn final? There he goes. Alpaca 01 fully established, ILS 21 just past 5 miles.
Alpaca 01 7300 decrease 9 knots, clear to land runway 21.
Runway 21 cleared to land, Alpaca 01. So it's a little bit, it's tidy, it's much better than it was on previous versions, but a little bit aggressive with flying that. But it's now localizer, glide slope captured, autopilot's engaged. It's bang on what we want. We want to set the missed approach, which is flight level 70. Looking good. We'll select a notch of flaps now, and we'll keep it. What's the final approach speed? Sorry, 85 knots. 85 knots. So it looks at the moment it's slightly left of centerline. You can even see that this course deviation is telling me to fly right, but it's not really doing much about it. So it's still a little bit of refinement needed for ILS approaches for them to be flown a little bit more accurately. There's full flaps. Glide slope's really nice. Glide's just bang on, but the localizer tracking a little bit off there. Thank you very much, Christian Xiao, for the £5. Alpaca 01 cleared to land runway 21. Excellent, thank you very much, buddy. Right, 3 reds. It's coming back in now. Look, it is coming back in. So I'm just monitoring the automation to see how it flies this. It's not bad. The minimums for this approach was 547 feet. Want to be maintaining 85 knots. Better actually ask him where would he like us to vacate. Could be Uniform Sierra, but Uniform Sierra is not going to be that great. Yeah, not bad. Look, it's tidied itself up. I'd say that's pretty bang on now. Localizer, glide slope, so not bad. We'll give you that one, Microsoft. Let's disconnect the autopilot. My controls. Hi, Jack. You always come in just now, don't you, buddy? Lovely. Love this seating position. And yeah, I mean the next left we wouldn't want to take. That's for sure. Speed's good. Tad low on the PAPI, so pitch up slightly. There we are. Reset that target attitude. Just a default airport, remember this Lisbon. Nothing the fancy airports. Right, we'll cut the power. And in the flare. Order off. Now that's a float.
November 931.
Where's that runway? Oh, lovely. What a butter. We're down. First.
Runway 21.
Don't want to be wasting my brakes. Ooh, stay on target. I got an inch. You successfully flew an ILS. Thanks, Xbox. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lisbon. Let's take the next left. Well, where's the runway? We don't want to vacate on the runway. So we'll take Hotel Sierra, which is the next left here. It's a very long landing. Alpaca 01, we'll vacate at Hotel Sierra.
Alpaca 01, that's copy. Contact Lisbon ground 121.75, bye-bye.
12175. Thank you so much for that short VFI flight. Really appreciate it. Muito obrigado. Have a nice evening.
No worries, bye-bye.
That's great. Perfect. Guys, we've just done our first ever VFR Vatsim flight. Unplanned, but we're here. Welcome to Lisbon, guys. So I'm just going to vacate here. Oh my goodness. Taxi lights everywhere. Oh my goodness. Right, let's just vacate the runway.
The wind is 300 degrees, 9
set
knots.
The parking brake. Cool. So I'm just going to contact ground. Frequency 121 750. And this is where it gets interesting because I don't think we have any sort of accurate ability to navigate here. There's no taxiway markings or anything like that. So we're just going to request taxi. And I'm going to probably request to park on the military apron, which is well, let's see where it gives us. Lisboa ground, good day, Alpaca 01. We just vacated runway 21 at Hotel Sierra.
Alpaca 01, very good afternoon, sir. Taxi to straight ahead on stand 609.
Straight ahead, stand 609 at Alpaca 01. Right, so let's have a little look where that is. So we're here, look at Hotel Sierra. Oh, he's a man after my own heart. Look, 609, straight ahead. Thank you very much, buddy. I'll send 10 euros. Awesome stuff. Oh, well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Anyway, nice introduction to Vatsim. Really, really enjoyable. Looking forward to doing some more little jaunts in the sim. So it's quite hard to work out where this stand is. It's technically straight ahead here for Hotel Sierra. We're approaching the main taxiway here. It's really hard to tell. So we were at Hotel Sierra. Let me just... very disorientated here. And then we took the first left. All I'm going to do, guys, because there's no signage whatsoever, is make a right turn here. And I think 609 we just passed. It's in here somewhere. In fact, I think he's definitely telling me this is stand 609. I'm gonna follow that truck. So that's the problem with some of the default airports. They are lacking taxiway signs in a few places. I'm sure the ground controller's thinking, what on earth are you doing?
Squawk 4730.
And because my sim link's not working, it makes it a little bit more difficult. Oh my goodness, he's just disappeared. So what I'm going to do is just park to the left of him. This will do. He'll never know. Cool. It'd be quite interesting to know how close or how far we are from stand 609. There we are, guys.
Sierra, runway 21. 1175.
Let's cut the power.
1175, 3 back right, 3 port steady.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lisbon. Fantastic. What an enjoyable sector that was. What an adventure on Vatsim there. Fantastic. How long was that stream? 2 hours 4 minutes. Not bad. I was planning it to be 2 hours or so. But with that little crash, we stretched over slightly. But all good now. All good now. Amazing. Right, let's log off the Vatsim now. Oh, car's gone. Yeah, he's just making sure I did park in the right place. Awesome. Guys, that's it. Thank you very much to everyone that turned up in the live stream today. I just realised I've got the charts up still. Apologies for the little crash there. It would seem that was a well-known issue. It seems that activating approach in the G1000, unfortunately, generates some sort of crash of some sort. But yeah, nice to actually have jumped back on to Vatsim for that short VFR flight, at least. That was very, very enjoyable indeed. Again, to all the Vatsim controllers that provide all that exceptional ATC, as they do every single time, it's great to have there. So I hope it kind of demonstrated what Vatsim's all about. It just essentially allows you to replicate real-world procedures with air traffic control in Microsoft Flight Simulator, as well as all the other simulators as well. No doubt when we get some better payware quality aircraft, we'll jump back in and be able to demonstrate even more for you. We'll do some other things as well. Guys, thank you to everyone that donated, everyone that signed up as a member. I think there are 3 new members today. Don't forget to synchronise your Discord to YouTube. Search in Google YouTube Discord synchronisation. That's the way you get invited in. I'm flying, guys, for the next week. It won't be anything, I'm afraid, for at least 5 or 6 days. But stay safe out there. I'll keep you posted throughout the social media feeds where I can. And we'll be back in Flight Sim 2020 Zebu mod very soon. Guys, enjoy your evening. I'll see you then. See you soon. Oh, I'm tired. Bye.